Oh, they're doing that internet dating, which
Have you tried that?
I have tried it, yeah, but I just don't. I don't see a future in it because there's no.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
I always heard that his herb was top shelf. I just could not wait to find out for myself.
Don't knock it till you've tried it. Well, I've tried it, my friend. And I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I learned a hard lesson in a small Texas town.
He fired up a fat boy and he passed him around.
The last words I spoke before they tucked me in.
I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I'll never smoke
weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
I hopped on his old bus, the Honeysuckle Road.
The party was Vegas, it was after the show.
Alone in the front lounge, just me and him.
With one parting puff, Grim Creeper sat in. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Now we're passing the guitar, telling good jokes.
I know one's a-comin' 'cause I'm smelling smoke.
No, I do not partake. I just let it pass by.
With a smile on my face and a great contact high. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. My party's all over before it began. You can pour me some old Whiskey River, my friend, but I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
In the fetal position, with drool on my chin.
I messed up and smoked weed with Willie again.
Hey! Oh, I like that, your new thing. Hey!
I'm sorry. How about ya?
I like the hey thing.
Right out of the gate. It's the Bob and Tom Show, May 8th, 2020.
Yes or no? That is the best color on Josh. Christy, what do you think?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, the deep blue.
Thank you. No.
So don't
Blue-gray.
wear anything else with that.
Oh. You better get 9 of those. That's all I'm saying.
So that's how I shop.
That's how I
know.
Yeah. Look, you know what you can rest assured from this point out, however you do anything, you're the only one who does it that way. Just keep that in mind. Okay?
Right now, during the
Trust me.
CV, during the quarantine.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, I'm just tired of thinking about it.
The war.
I've been rotating these black shirts that I just wash in boiling water.
Or gray.
Every day. Oh, well, they were black when I bought them.
I check.
Who's who
hey,
here?
Josh.
Hey, man.
Hey there, Ace.
My dirty.
Hey there, Pat.
Hi, chick.
And there's Tom.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, buddy.
This is some good
And I
coffee.
remain
Yeah,
chick. I must be chick because no one else wants to be.
Well, I think there are many people that would like to be chick.
If I'm not, that's my thing now. Are you Chick McGee? And I go, well, if I'm not, I'm wearing his underwear. I have fun with the people out there.
Isn't that
What about I better be? I'm wearing his underwear.
I like that better.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that better. Thank
Nice.
you, Josh.
Yes,
Your work is done for the
very
day
much.
and
Yes.
almost makes up for
Clock out.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Oh, I think they're writing it down. It's
No,
known as the Toledo Day.
He's been stewing about it for 2 days.
You made up for it yesterday. Let's say who's who and who's where. When that
We
phone
already
rings,
did
when that
that.
phone rings, it's the track phone hotline. Did you know that? Oh, I'm looking forward to
Are
it
you
ringing
okay?
today. Yes, we have some business we have to take care of here, Christy. Let me handle this.
He's truly out on his. Even more so.
You are
It's
caffeinated
amazing.
up.
It's
Yeah.
killing the pain in my right hand. I've got 2 huge cuts on my right hand.
Oh, no.
You won't get any medicine. I keep trying to tell you.
So let's see now.
COVID entryways.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I've been thinking about that, you jackass.
Cuts are gateways to the
Every
to
little
the
cut I
system.
get, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have my. I bought a dozen extra large heavy rubber gloves.
Man, I wish you would have just stopped with the word rubber.
Well, of course, I bought a dozen extra large
large
heavy
rubber.
rubber.
Heavy duty
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Ace.
I nominate rubber to be the funniest word.
Oh,
just
God.
on
One
its
of.
own.
One
Nothing
of,
makes
yeah.
me laugh harder
Yeah.
than that. Hey, you got any rubber?
See? What a show we've got already. Just the mention of the word.
I can remember that they couldn't advertise condoms on radio or TV until probably, 81 or 2?
That was late.
Did they use the word condom in 81?
I don't recall ever seeing it or hearing it on the radio when I was
Prophylactic?
Prophylactic,
Nope.
probably.
They didn't.
Okay.
It was just something they didn't advertise, and then it became part of a very important health regimen, among other things. And
Yes.
it became very common. Now you don't even think about it. But I mean, there was the goofy jingle "Rubber Up" based on
Rubber
the
up for safety.
based on the
rubber
buckle up for safety thing,
Yeah.
the seatbelt thing. But
Where are you on the prudes that do the whole thing? Prophylactic condom rubbers. Where are you? And
People do
Somebody who
that?
says that?
they say the whole thing.
I need a rubber prophylactic condom.
they say prophylactic condom, and then they add the word
Prophylactic condom.
rubbers.
Yeah, that's right.
God. Overkill.
I remember the first time I heard the phrase Hudson River whitefish.
I love that.
For a floating used condom, which could apply to whatever local river you have,
Sure,
the Schuylkill,
put in-
Sure, yeah.
whatever it might be,
Coney Island,
Mississippi,
whitefish, I love
the
all that.
Missouri River, whatever you
Yeah,
got going there.
so good.
Yeah, rubbers. Wow. No, I want a yes or an
Christy,
honest
was-
answer.
yeah.
I want an honest answer from Mr. Pat Godwin, at least 35, 40 yards away from us in a different building. Pat,
Yes, sir.
have you ever used the word rubbers seriously?
No.
Did you ever carry a rubber in your wallet?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
What?
really? Okay.
Why not?
Just didn't.
No, I believe that.
You lambskin man?
He's,
I,
he's just that responsible.
I am.
Of course.
I'm a reckless
Hey.
individual.
You know what?
Hey,
Chick, when you
I am
speak
not
the
lying.
truth-
I am absolutely not lying. There was a time when I had a rubber in my
Well,
wallet.
of course. That's because you're a responsible adult.
And you're a safety guy.
You don't want to have a disease or maybe make a baby. Godwin doesn't care.
I do care. I waited a long time to have a baby. I knew what I was doing, sort of.
Wait a minute, Pat.
like that.
Pat, these are on. I don't know if the prosecutor's listening, but Ace, ever carry a rubber in your wallet?
Not in my wallet, but if I knew I was going to have some fun.
Oh, really? Oh, there
I
you
knew
go.
I was going to have some fun.
Oh, so you're able to predict that. Just knowing, like, you didn't know there'd be some rando that would walk up to you and go,
Hot
"Aren't you
chick
Ace?"
sees me, it's on.
Yeah, of course, hot chick see Ace, and it's on the naturally.
They can't help it. You know.
Coming up, we have a letter for Ace. If you want to reach us,
Is it F?
FY.
oh, that is just mean. That's,
Mean.
That's the kind of day we're going to have.
I was going along with his hot girl seeing him.
Okay. Oh, I see. As in,
banging it out.
Oh, F. I
Oh,
thought
yeah,
you-
not a grade.
I thought you were
No,
grading.
yeah, I knew it, Josh.
Sorry. Where was I? If you'd like to reach us, I say letter. I email. You know what I'm talking about. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Dear dumbass, they're not letter. I know. The point being, we'll get to that shortly.
You forgot to finish your glove story.
Oh, I was hoping nobody would remind him.
Oh, Christy. I'm sorry.
No, I have these super heavy duty gloves. There's a couple of
Sure.
them in my office right now. So when I walk in here in the morning, until I get those light switch locks, I have to touch several light switches.
Right.
So, which are obviously heavy with the CV.
Do you wash the gloves?
Heavy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heavy with it.
As my doctor told me, this virus hates soap and water.
Right.
Not to mention the other
Sanitizers
high-powered
and alcohol
sanitizers we
and
have.
yeah.
Seriously, can you answer that question? Maybe this morning we'll cover this ground. What gets through to your brain? Like, it's obvious the doctor said this virus doesn't like soap and water because you've said that
Got
about
that.
20 times. Yeah.
It's important to
So
know.
how does that get through to you? Why do you hear that and retain it and believe it and then go about your day instead of hearing it and go, well, that's not true. That guy's
Like he does with everything we
Yes.
say.
like,
exactly.
like you do with virtually everything that we try to tell you.
Well, because my doctor is a scientist and physician, and you're a guy who spent 3
Finished
hours
C.
watching the NFL's schedule last night.
Did you
See
really?
anything- I don't see anything wrong with that. I was up to date. Actually, this guy, I had the schedule like early. I
Well,
got
of
it
course.
like
So
6:30.
spoiler alert.
Quarter till
Journalist.
7. Heck yeah.
That's because you're the sports doctor.
I am the sport. What am
See?
I? Yeah, sports doctor.
We're going back
Sports
to it?
doctor?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the new phrase you're going to use?
How about ya?
Well, the one you tried this morning. I really like that one.
I forget.
I don't
It
remember
was something like,
either.
hey,
Yeah.
sort of Sportosaurus Rexy.
Yeah, put that on a T-shirt.
No, how about yeah.
Hey.
Anyway, what were you doing with the gloves? Please, let's get back to that.
No. I have my heavy-duty gloves. Then I have my lightweight throwaways
Yes.
that I use at the gas station.
But how'd you cut your hand then if you're wearing
Oh,
gloves?
he has psoriasis, and I do too. and I keep
that,
trying
yeah.
to tell him I'm on
it's-
this, and it's really working,
It's
and
from
he won't
washing
listen
my.
to
It's
me.
from washing my hands constantly.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I'm okay now. Now let's.
We had such a nice conversation off the air. We really did.
I don't remember that.
We said, of course, we said good morning.
Yes.
It was. You almost heard birds chirping.
Wow.
As we were talking this
Oh,
morning.
by the way, we have more letters about Josh's bird feeder coming up.
Oh, excellent. Good.
Did you get any birds yesterday?
No. No.
did
was
you
he
move it
gonna-
outside yet?
I'm doubtful that that's the key.
Josh affixed his bird feeder to a window. Now, you're aware when you have a bird feeder, everything below the bird feeder is all poop.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just grass.
And doesn't bird duty cause like blindness in people
Oh,
or
come
some
on. What are
wild
you
thing?
doing?
Totally toxic.
I'm not going to eat it.
Well, now, what I did at my old house is it's a kind of a long story. I had to get
Kind of a long story.
shoot an arrow with a string on it way up in a tree.
I love this. Yeah.
And then affix a wire to this tree like
How would you like
30
to
yards away.
Right.
So there was a
His-
wire going from my deck way out.
They have a pulley system.
Hey, honey.
A pulley system.
Honey, Tom's in his backyard with a bow and arrow. Here, come here, watch this. Check it out.
A
Jeez,
pulley
kids
system
inside.
in which, so the bird feeder would be way out because when I first put it in on the deck, the deck became nothing but a poop nest. So I put the bird feeder way out there, and then the squirrel would do this aerial act and get way out there.
Yeah.
Then I had to get this thing you had to grease up with Vaseline, and the squirrels would grab it and go flying off. God, that was entertaining. They would fall 20, 30 feet. Some of them would get up.
So
others
everything else in
Oh,
your life
Tom.
went by the wayside because you were working on the ultimate bird feeder to battle the squirrels
wouldn't. That was
day.
a full day. I went to
bet
Home
it
Depot
was.
3 times before.
Missed the birth of his third.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the guy at Home Depot goes, "You're inventing something, aren't you?"
Evidently, yeah.
Okay, well, let's see who's who here. Ace is our engineer, of course, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you by IHateStevensinger.com. Chick McGee, naturally, you'll find him at the CrazyCockWine.com sports desk. Yes, Crazy Cock Wine is a real thing. Ask your liquor store to start stopping it.
Go there. Check it out.
Coming up on Monday, the sidekick chair, occupied by Josh Arnold, will be brought to you by our friends at OrangeInsoles.com.
All right.
That's quite an honor.
It sure is. I'm a
And
big
then
fan.
10,000 Sailors Can't Be Wrong. It's the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk, Womanned by Christy Lee.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you very much. And Pat, we're going to get a song out of you coming up quick.
Whatever you want, Tom.
Okay, and I've got to warn you about something. There's a story I just saw in the news that you're going to have to dig deep into the Godwin repertoire.
All right.
Okay, so I'll give you a warning about that in just a second. Right now, I want to ask you about your shaving habits. I had a great shave again this morning. Got up early, got in the shower, steamed it all up.
Looks good.
It's from my buddies at Harry's, the great Harry's Razors.
Body glistening in the shower.
Let me ask you this. Right now, within my reach, I have this, my favorite pen.
Okay.
I love this pen.
Tell us all about it.
This happens to be a Precise V5 from the Pilot people. I bought several cases of these, so I will never run out. I gift
What a
them to
lunatic.
friends.
Yeah.
The point is,
You never given me one.
I would. I have some in my desk. What color would you like? The point is,
Black,
it's the
classic.
way it feels in your hand. That's
I like my
important.
women.
The same thing is true of a razor, and that's one of the great things that Harry's Razors has done. They have developed the perfect razor handle. But the real point about Harry's Razors is you're saving about $2 a blade, and they also mail them right to your house. So you don't have to go to the drugstore and get behind Coffee McCoffin. Where are the razors? Can I cough on this one and then sell it to you? No. They come the touch-free from Harry's. They mail them right to you. And this is the best offer ever from Harry's Razors. $5 off the trial set, which pretty much adds up to the following. You get the razor, the weighted handle, the foaming shave gel, the travel cover for $3, plus the shipping is how much, Josh?
It's free.
So we're talking $3 here. to try Harry's razors. And like I said, the handle's amazing, the great weighted handle that makes steering that nice sharp blade around your face extra easy. I really love mine. Check it out at harrys.com. By the way, use the code BOBANDTOM, BOBANDTOM, and you get that baby, like I said, $3 plus free shipping. Bob and Tom is the code. harrys.com is the place, and they'll mail it right to you. And I think you're going to find out you like them. You can sign up if you want and have them delivered. Don't even think about razors anymore. They just come when you ask to have them come. It's that simple. harrys.com. The code is Bob and Tom. We're coming right back. You got the teaser for me?
Brady, Manning, Mickelson, Woods. We got a date and a time and a network to watch that golf outing. The NFL schedule is released. We'll have all the information. And there's still gunplay, talking about gunplay with Earl Thomas and his wife, finding him in bed with women and his brother.
Yeah.
You heard me. Yeah. It's all coming up.
Is there a word for that?
It's not good.
It's not social distancing, I can tell you that.
I don't like to throw the word normal around, but that ain't it, okay?
No. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you on a Friday. Hope you're having a great day today. Good to have you with us here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedian Frank Caliendo, the voice, the legend, going to be joining us later this morning via Zoom. We'll catch up with Frank and find out how his quarantine is going and his podcast, the Frank Caliendo Cast. All on the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. An appeals court in New York has ruled that Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee was his creation. Quite a blow to a one-time collaborator who helped direct the first episode. Christian Charles claimed he hatched the idea and that he should have a cut of some of the money the show has made since it was bought by Netflix. A lower court had already rejected the claim, and now an appeals court agrees. The song Axl Rose wrote about Don Everly's daughters now being turned into a children's book, Sweet Child O' Mine, will come out September 1st. The cover shows a guitarist holding hands with a little girl as they walk through sunflowers. The book is described as a vivid, heartfelt picture book about a child's wondrous discovery that music is everywhere around us. And Katy Perry, an expectant mom, will sing Baby Mine from Dumbo on the second edition of Disney Family Sing-Along, which airs on ABC Sunday, Mother's Day. John Legend and Jennifer Hudson will sing Beauty and the Beast, while Christina Aguilera will help out Miguel on Remember Me. The special features celebrities singing Disney songs from their homes. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, since the hockey season's been postponed, nobody has seen our local Zamboni driver lately.
Oh.
I have a feeling he will resurface eventually.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Rodney Carrington, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Listen up, fellas. This is just for you. It's the brand new dance where you drop your pants.
There's a new craze. It's a sensation. Every guy is doing it across the nation. First thing you do, take off your clothes. Get ready to strut. Get ready to pose. Grab your package, tuck it away. Between your legs is where you want it to stay. Do the badge.
The badge. Come on, give it a whirl.
Do the badge.
The badge. Pretend that you're a girl.
Do the badge.
The badge. You're a macho punk.
Do the badge.
The badge. Nobody sees your junk.
Make sure it's smelled. They cut a rug. Do the badge.
Yeah, you're looking badge-tastic.
Your friends will laugh, 'cause it's so funny. You look like a hairy Playboy bunny. Look in the mirror, where's your weenie? It disappeared like your Houdini. It's really cool, it's out of sight. Do the badge every day and night. Do the badge.
The badge. Man, you got it working.
Do the badge.
Oh, the badge. You can't see your gherkin.
Do the badge.
The badge. Show your buddies in the shower.
Do the badge.
The badge. 'Cause you've got badge power.
Your friends will say
the Hvac and hide that love muscle.
Forget the rumba and the Macarena.
Just boogie down without your genitalia.
To the Hvac.
The Hvac, it's better than a tango.
To the Hvac.
The Hvac, no wonder where your wango.
To the Hvac.
The Hvac, to the back we see your hiney.
To the Hvac.
The Hvac, in the front you've got a giny.
For a big surprise, tuck it between your thighs.
Do the Hvac.
Hey, Romeo, you've got a camel toe.
Do the Hvac.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Comedian Dwight Slade.
I think they're overdoing the IDing for liquor. We ID under 65. Bring your walker.
Yeah.
I got carded the other day, and it's like, look into my eyes. You ever seen a 21-year-old with this much hate and bitterness in their eyes?
Yeah.
Let's not count the birthdays. Let's count the dark angels.
They
The
taught
people who think and cluck at the same time.
How does that work?
6:20 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Yep.
Oh, we got a little.
By God, when we come back, you better be ready. That button's going on. Sink or swim with Ace, pal.
Okay, where were we? Oh, I know. Christy Lee's in the next room behind the glass, and she's got the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Well, we'll have morning showers, then afternoon sun. It'll be breezy with a high of 55. Tonight it'll be fun. We have a freeze warning. Clear skies down to 28. Saturday, sunshine, 58 degrees. Then for Mother's Day, chance of afternoon showers and a high of 60.
Ball cold tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you need to cover up your flowers. 51 now.
All right.
What, you got your mums covered? You got to cover your mums.
Yeah.
Mums is the word.
Dirt. Welcome back.
Just dig them under. Here you go.
Well, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Where was I? Oh, I know. Through the glass over there, it's Christy Lee. She's at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Across the way there, it's Chick McGee at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. That's right, crazycockwine.com. Tell the liquor store to start getting some of that for you. It's Josh right over there.
Hi.
Good to see you, Josh. We're socially separated, or whatever the word is.
Mentally, physically,
10
way
feet away.
far apart.
Our engineer is the man in black, Ace Cosby. Good to see you today, Ace.
Hello, friends.
And then 30-plus yards away in a different room, it's Pat Godwin.
Hey.
Good to see you, Pat. Got that guitar out?
Yeah, I had it out. I was rehearsing something.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we noticed.
Yeah, we caught
No, you're all right.
Sorry about that.
That's fine.
You're fine, man. It was good to hear a little taste.
Sure.
Tease us a bit, buddy.
Why don't you, can you grab that guitar?
I have it, yeah.
Right now? Okay.
I am so sorry.
Pat, don't be
Pat, we're
sorry.
kidding you.
No matter what happens, he
Oh, please
always
don't
acts like
straighten out.
a burglar caught in the middle of the
I
night.
know.
Okay. Now,
What? Well, okay. Yeah, I'll get my
I was hoping
guitar.
we could.
Okay.
I want to show you how we do this. We can create a sports jingle right now on the spot with Patty G. Now let's see. Now, so the operative phrase for you now is what?
Huh?
How about you?
How about you? How about you?
So it's something. It would have to be something like crazycockwine.com presents How About You Sports with Chick McGee. You got any ideas for that?
Come on, monkey boy.
And
play.
some people ask, is your show live? Do you do this?
Hey, let's do this. You know, the NFL schedule came out yesterday. Let's talk about that. There we go.
Wait, not without the intro.
The Kansas City Chiefs will open defense of their.
Do you want me to text it to you and then you can work on the melody?
Okay.
You got to get in Crazy Cock.
Then I'll work on it and I'll be live on the air and not know it.
CrazyCockWine.com presents Chick McGee. How about you sports? It's not that tough.
Is it How About You Sports?
It's not how about
I
you.
think so.
It's your stupid phrase, "How about you," which I can't stand, but we have
Everybody
to
else
incorporate
loves it. I get emails that say, "How about you?" That's how they start an email. How about you?
Okay.
How about you?
We'd love to hear from you, by the way. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Do have a nice email here referencing Ace.
Could have sworn we were starting sports.
I thought so too.
Well, I'm sure the NFL schedule's posted somewhere. We can get to it. Although I'm more interested in Earl Thomas in bed with his brother and two hookers or whatever it was. But
Why did you assume these women were hookers? That bothers me.
We were just fans.
Yeah. They really like the NFL?
I'm sure they met him in church.
Well, that doesn't mean that they could have met them anywhere, but that doesn't.
Remember that song? I met her in church. I met her. No.
No,
I don't.
Yeah, my heart stood still.
It's gospel
No,
classic, actually.
Is that not?
We were talking the other day about, this is Christy, we were talking the other day about brassieres.
Correct.
Because Ms. Pat brought it up. And then we were talking about the fact that sometimes things fall into a brazier.
Sure. Popcorn being the number one thing, I would think.
Yeah. And we received a number of fine letters about this. This one comes to us from Melissa.
Melissa.
She goes, Ace will appreciate this. I'm a big Kiss fan. I have come home from several Kiss concerts with confetti in my bra.
Oh.
That's when they release it from the ceiling.
Boy, that's a great song. Yeah, look at the confetti. Yeah, and the fire. Boy, what a great song.
I went to a kids show. I went to a kids show a couple years ago, and at the end of it, they surprised everybody by making it rain confetti, and I mean it was everywhere. Kids are going crazy.
Yep.
For months, I would find that stuff on my couch. In
Janitors
my clothes.
swinging from the rafters.
Oh, this was at probably the classiest venue in town.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
a really just a super nice, incredibly clean, beautiful, modern venue. And there was confetti in every. I mean, I would get shirts a month later, and there'd be confetti in there. And,
yeah. My kids still have the confetti from concerts.
But yeah, in your brassiere. This comes to us from Doug in Central Iowa. Years ago, my then girlfriend and now wife and I went to a movie, and we were sharing some popcorn. Things progressed as they often do.
Ooh.
I unclasped her, I'll read this verbatim, front loader.
Yes.
And popcorn spilled out onto my face. It did not ruin the mood. It's still a pleasure that I treasure in my memory bank.
No, he got a snack.
Thank you, Doug.
All right.
Wow.
An Italian businessman, Enrico Mangili, developed the first paper confetti for use in Milan parades in 1975.
No way.
No.
That's what it says
That's
here.
wrong.
No way.
There was confetti when I was a kid.
I don't know about that, Tom. It says here that Enrico...
Do you believe everything you read in the internet?
So it was all just...
You taught me.
It was all ticker tape until 1975?
Hey, you know what I just read on the internet? A chick, bananas and Jell-O shoved up your ass. Here's CV.
Now, that is true.
When you get home today, try that, okay? Let me know how it goes.
Try it. I've already done it. That's how I haven't gotten it yet. Yeah.
Oh, God. Coming up, we have a letter from Jeff that's subject heading longtime listener, first-time emailer.
In the 14th century, various objects were tossed into crowds at Italian parades, including candy, coins, fruit, eggs, and mud balls.
Coins? That'd hurt.
Oh yeah, you get hit with a lira.
Well, you're reading letters. You may as well read Ace's.
I just did.
He did.
It's about this
That
lady
was it.
at Kiss concerts. There's a lot of confetti, and she pulled confetti out of her brassiere, and she thought of Ace.
That's all it had to do with
That's
Ace.
how tenuous that connection
What
was.
a big bunch of nothing.
Oh, okay. Now we.
Kansas City Chiefs will open defense of their
how's the intro going? You got it
Super
done
Bowl
yet, Pat?
championship by hosting
He's not
Houston
even trying.
on September 10th.
To do it a cappella.
That's the kickoff game.
Okay, I'm listening. What'd you just say?
The Texans won a regular season game at Arrowhead in 19, then blew a 24-0 lead. Remember that in the divisional round of the playoffs? Texans way ahead of the Chiefs, and then Patrick Mahomes went off. Another highlight of the opening weekend will have Tom Brady's regular season debut with Tampa Bay against Drew Brees at New Orleans on Sunday.
Drew Orleans, please.
13th, yes. Tampa Bay and Drew Orleans.
Oh, God, make me vomit.
Hey, by the way, Tampa Bay is going to be on primetime, a national broadcast 5 times this upcoming
Are you
season.
kidding
Of course
me?
it is.
That's more times than they've been on in the past 10 years. I don't know what's different this year. I really can't put my finger on it.
That's called the.
The opening of the SoFi Stadium in L.A.
Funny.
Ironically, she's fingering him in the incident.
Yeah, it's kind of an eye for an eye thing.
Don't we have that meeting?
Allegedly, we should
keep
throw
it.
that.
Let's keep it goofy. Let's
don't
not
believe a word she's saying, but
No
here's what we
politics.
are. Sorry.
SoFi Stadium, which is SoFi in the Los Angeles area. Sunday night has the Rams hosting the Cowboys.
Are you going to read the schedule of the NFL right now?
These are the big games. Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas
He's written
will
down
debut
somewhere.
on Monday night, September 21. The Raiders facing Brady.
Are we
going to
have fans there?
We don't know yet.
Oh.
We have no idea.
The
yet.
ratings in
Nothing
for the
official has
NFL
been
schedule show.
made. Not yet.
Okay.
Who do the Redskins play first?
Host the Eagles. Sunday.
Oh.
Hey, speaking of Eagles.
Oh, how are your Eagles?
Oh, Christ.
There's some eaglets and two mom and daddy eagles right near here, our radio station. We got some pictures posted on the various Bob and Tom social media.
You hadn't heard about this? Get comfortable.
Tens of views.
Look, if you commie socialists want to leave our country, we have the symbol of America.
You know how cool I think it is.
I'm getting a lot of letters from people go, hey, thanks. This is really cool to see.
A lot of letters.
A lot of letters.
Hey,
Okay.
thank you. You picked up
All
my
right.
day, Tom.
Okay.
You're a true American.
Dean, go tell
What
Mark
a
to
load
forward me some of the
crap.
letters about the Eagles.
How long are those eaglets going to stay in that nest? Do we
They're
know?
not eaglets.
And
for very
apparently,
long.
someone wrote me a note saying sometimes the Eagles will return to the nest again.
Yes.
To eat their babies.
No. After the baby.
Because that's
I'm
America.
sorry to bore you with
You mean after the babies
patriotism
leave?
and science.
After
You incredible. Why don't you become an expatriate, Josh? Just move to China, raise bats, and feed them to babies.
So,
Is that going to make you happy?
when you go out into your front yard, can you see the Eagles, or you have to walk?
If you walk
quite
out of
a
my
ways?
front yard, you have to walk about maybe 100 yards and look to your left, and you can see the nest. The nest is way, way up in the top.
It is cool.
Hey, Tom,
Yes.
that's Dean here.
Yeah.
I just checked with Mark, and he and I were both looking. We got nothing.
Not one email saying, my gosh.
Thank you for a true American hero for
My
mentioning
sister
Eagles.
just died, and then I saw the pictures of your Eagles, and I feel so much better.
Well, if you could read.
Hang on a second. It's just in. I did get one.
Thank you very much. Can you read it to me?
Tom, heard you talking about your eagle. We saw
Eagles.
one in our place, too.
Very much. I want to say hello to the people congratulating me about the Eagles from, whoa, boy, this is hard. Kawanishi, Japan.
Made up.
Sheffield, England.
Yes.
Ontario, Canada. I have
Not one American.
Not one American?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It is weird. It's ironic. Is what it is.
Where are my Americans at?
These are people that want to move here because since you two are giving up your citizenship,
That's right.
I have declared a new rule.
I can't
When
get to England
American-hating jackasses like you want to mock my Eagles and their two little eagle babies.
Boy.
Now, as Chick pointed
I'm
out,
going to meet
What a
the
radio
Queen.
contest that would
the
be.
great thing about Eagles
Win a
is
citizenship.
that if you ever see the Muppets,
Oh,
Sam the Eagle,
Yeah.
My
Amazing.
favorite.
and it's dead on.
It's so funny.
You see these Eagles and you go, God, they look just like that puppet.
And they're always just glaring
They
at
don't
him.
look happy, do
Yeah,
they?
they look very serious.
Yeah,
You know
they
who
do.
Britt Hume is,
Yeah.
newsman?
Yeah. Oh,
he
sure,
looks
yeah.
just like Sam the Eagle.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So
So do the mommy and daddy eagles go back to the nest after the babies leave, or do the babies come back to the nest?
I think the mommy and daddy come back and
Oh, yeah, they got their own
reuse it
house there.
sometime.
Why wouldn't they
it's
come
a nice
back?
place.
Empty,
Yeah.
empty
Nesters.
nesters.
It is very cool.
If you'd like to see these Eagles, like many of you do,
Or any
might
Eagle.
take your mind off the
Hey,
situation
careful
that we're in right now. Just have some fun. Looking at some beautiful animals that represent.
I'm ignoring life. I'm looking at eagles on the
Yeah,
bed.
here's what you can
By the way, they're a little blurry. If you want a good picture of an eagle, just Google picture of an eagle.
Yeah, yeah. Make it your wallpaper.
Well, sure.
Get
And
like
you,
a
you
high-def
can, you can
image.
Google a picture of Abraham Lincoln, too. It doesn't mean he's alive anymore.
Now, if you got Lincoln in your yard in a nest,
Yeah, by God, call us.
yes,
The emails will be flooding you.
let us know.
Wow, I just wish I could have an FCC pass. Just
Yeah.
like, what do they call that, a dispensation?
Sure.
Just to tear into you two. Because you're anti-American. It is unbelievable.
Oh, we're anti-stupid story. Is what we're anti.
I'll talk to you, Ace. Have you gone down to see the Eagles? You can drive right here on the Parkway.
We
Have you
can't
gone down to see
get
them now?
time out. We can't get in your neighborhood. Remember?
No,
It's
no, no.
gated.
Especially
No.
Ace can't get in your neighborhood.
Ace, I can
looking at delivery,
I can give
please.
you a temporary code.
You don't know the code.
Just tell
course
them
I know
you're
the code.
you're-
I've got the
you're
clicker thing.
Griswold's gardener. Tell them that.
You can see them from the other side of the river. Right down here.
Wow,
People are
that's-
parked there with like telescope cameras.
down
People are parked there with telescopes and cameras.
Okay.
Well, there are people that are interested in things besides the NFL, Chick.
My God.
Oh, my God. Tom Brady. Oh, how exciting.
Okay, all I'm saying is there was a news release and a television event over what I'm trying to talk
And
about.
I'm just saying they should.
The telescope. There. Eagles, are you gotta be me. Get in the car, babe.
They were an endangered species, I'll have you know.
Yes, they were.
You sodomite. As you become an expert. Where do you want to move? I'll help you get there.
England, baby.
Good.
Yeah,
they won't have you.
Pack me up and ship me
They're
to
too
England.
civilized.
I'm going to meet the Queen.
That reminds me of this request for a little bit of something from our friend Tim Cavanaugh, who is a big fan of eagles. And this is a song about eating them.
He's totally gone out of his
Help some
mind.
species come back and grow stronger. I'm glad one creature's endangered no longer. I wanna fry up an eagle just to see. Fry up an eagle. Use the Colonel's recipe. It's still illegal. It shouldn't be. I need to know what one tastes like. I wanna fry up an eagle. My curiosity. First killed the cat who wasn't that tasty. Frankly, I wanna fry up an eagle. They're dolphin free. Glenn Fry and the eagle said it subliminally. Did it, did it. They're bald. Did it, and yummy. Oh yeah.
Little Timmy Cavanaugh.
That is just a piece of
Fry up an eagle. Again, by the way, if you don't care about seeing the pictures my neighbor took of the eagle, that's fine. Or you can do what Chick says. Yeah, sure, you can probably find some nice pictures from National Geographic, but these are living creatures right near us.
No. Right near you is the big story.
No, they're
Be
right down the
honest.
street. Where this radio station is. But really cool if they put the eagle's nest in one of our radio towers.
Yeah, we'll move it for you. How does that sound?
Yeah, let's spend millions and millions of dollars and hundreds of man-hours moving an eagle airy over.
My favorite line of the day so far has been, Ace, have you gone to see the Eagles yet?
Give yourself a treat later. It's unbelievable. Really, you'll talk about it.
Ace, I've got some steaks for you.
There's something else, really.
Those things.
You really,
by the way,
you really have to check the Eagles out.
We have, speaking of going to the Bob and Tom social media platforms, even if you, maybe you're like Josh and Chicken and hate symbols of America, and you prefer to live in your little socialist world of commie friends, and if you Reds out there, and by the way, when did they switch red and blue? How the hell did that happen?
I don't know.
Yeah, when does left become right? This whole world's nuts. We have a special contest going on. You can win yourself a pair of the greatest earbuds out there, the Raycons. And the Raycon earbuds, you need them right now because let's face it, you want to shut out the world occasionally. I'm not saying specifically there's a person in your life you'd like to never hear from again for maybe an hour. Raycon earbuds, you can win them. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. By the way, just get the Bob and Tom app. It's free. Ace, are we broadcasting the show today on the
we are.
On the YouTube thing? Okay, cool.
Yes, and Jess Hooker's camped out live chatting with all the people on YouTube.
Does she have her hair in a bun, or is it down like I like?
Pretty sure it's a bun.
Oh, then okay.
That's the way she likes it.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now, I'd like to remind you that our friends at Napa Auto Parts are out there working, and I hope you're working. I know it's tough if you're not. We really feel bad for everybody who's unable to work right now. It just sucks. But you got to keep your wheels going. Because that's certainly essential. Keep your truck and your car going. That's why Napa is open. Napa Auto Parts stores, select stores open, of course, Napa Auto Care Centers where you can have your car work done. And, of course, NapaOnline.com. If you've got some extra time, maybe now is the time to get some of those parts and get some work done on your car or your truck. So if you're heading to the store, which is important, or on your way to work, I hope you can work right now. You got to get home safely. You got to get there safely. Napa is around to provide quality parts and superior service to everybody on the road. We call it Napa Know-How, and you can check it out right now at NapaOnline.com. Those are our friends at Napa with Napa Know-How. Now, what's coming up in sports? Do we have more? Are you just going to read the whole schedule?
NFL news.
Who are the Raiders playing Game 4?
Josh, you You want to go see the Eagles later?
Yeah, man, I packed a lunch.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah, we'll go see
I just hope, Josh, you get no birds in your bird feeder.
Well, so far,
don't say that.
And you've mounted your bird feeder to your window.
That's right. Yeah,
well, you can start looking for a lot of thumping noises and dead birds at the bottom there.
Oh my Lord!
What do we got? CFL's in trouble. We'll talk about that.
I just hope they find your dog's collar in that eagle's nest.
So do I.
Up next, we got a song from Pat Godwin about love. Okay, Mr. Godwin?
On a world record.
And the new Chick McGee theme song.
All right.
When we
How
come
about
back.
you?
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Mark Allison with you on a Friday. It's May 8th. Thanks so much for joining us. Yes, we are still here, still live in studio, and glad to be here with you. Frank Caliendo, the voice and legend, joining us later this morning via Zoom. We'll see how Frank's doing with his quarantine and his new podcast, the Frank Caliendo Cast. Get it? All on the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee from the CrazyCockwine.com Sports Desk, and this is your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The NFL's annual kickoff game will feature the Kansas City Chiefs' defense of their Super Bowl championship by hosting the Houston Texans on September 10th. That's, of course, pending developments in the pandemic. The Texans won a regular season game at Arrowhead in 2019 and then blew that 24-0 lead in the divisional round of the playoffs as the Chiefs went on to be Super Bowl champions. Canadian Football League Commissioner Randy Ambrosie says the most likely scenario is to cancel the Canadian Football League season because of the virus. Ambrosie made the admission yesterday to lawmakers in Ottawa. Last week, the CFL requested up to $150 million Canadian in assistance from the federal government. Ambrosie said the league's future is very much in jeopardy. And the lawyer for the wife of Baltimore Ravens safety Earl Thomas says she's being subjected to an unfounded ongoing investigation by Texas police after she allegedly pointed a loaded gun at her husband's head upon finding him in bed in a compromising position with another woman. According to a police affidavit, Nina Thomas admitted to pointing the pistol at Earl's head with the intent to scare him. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Have you noticed you can't get hand soap?
Yeah, it's hard.
Right.
It's really hard to get it. The only thing they have available is like really high-end hand soap.
Yes.
And it's, for lack of a better word, the flavors that didn't work out.
Yeah,
You know, it's like,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, oh, lavender and mackerel.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Losing a loved one is always difficult. The grief is overwhelming, and planning the funeral can be an emotionally draining experience. But now, thanks to Rimshot Funeral Home, your whole funeral planning experience can be a boatload of fun.
Hello, my name is Shecky. Can I help you?
Yes, my uncle just passed.
Passed, huh? Well, go out and wave him down. Maybe he's lost.
No, he didn't just drive by. He passed. He's dead.
Oh, well, I am sorry. What did he die of?
He had a heart problem.
Yeah, it stopped beating.
At Rimshot Funeral Home, we serve two purposes: to help you in your time of need and to deliver side-splitting one-liners to help you get over your loss.
So, I need to plan his funeral.
I should warn you, our prices are like your uncle.
Like my uncle? What do you mean?
They're pretty stiff.
Well, how expensive is cremation?
Well, it's not bad. In fact, right now, we're having a fire sale.
Well, I guess I might just have him buried.
I can dig it.
Okay, and the plot would be...
Well, not much of a plot, really. You bring him in, we embalm him, play a little organ music, toss him in the ground. End of story, baby.
Why should funeral planning be such a grim task when it can be a laugh-a-minute riot at the Rimshot Funeral Home?
Well, all right, well, how about a coffin?
Okay, I'm a coffin. Hey, you want me to turn my head too, Doc?
You're killing me.
Killing you? How do you think I generate all this business?
Rimshot Funeral Home, where we put a fun new spin on that whole death thing.
Shecky, can I ask you this? How long does the mourning usually last?
Last time I checked, right up until noon. Then it's afternoon. Hey, you stepped right into that one, didn't you?
I sure did, Shecky.
We put the fun back in funeral at the Rimshot Funeral Home.
Hey! Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor Gail, very
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and
Hey now, 646 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Crystal, you can update that forecast, please.
Q95, Fox 59 weather. Morning rain, afternoon sun. Breezy, though, high 55. Freeze warning overnight, dropping to 28 under clear skies. Sunny and 58 on Saturday. Chance for afternoon showers Mother's Day Sunday. And a high of 60. 51 right now.
Be listening for your shot at $1,000 coming up on Q95 several times today, including this morning. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I think we're settled down a little bit.
How about ya?
Coming up, we have the new Chick McGee sports theme song.
Oh,
recently
right.
developed during the break by Pat Godwin. He's over there in the other building. We've got him shipped in here via some electronic camera thing. Ace Cosby is our engineer, of course, and the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day. I'm Tom. Christy Lee's in the next room in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Let's see. We have Chick McGee across the way at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. And Josh Arnold in the soon-to-be-named orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair. Woo! It's very, very nice and very handy. Now,
back to sports.
Mr. Godwin.
We've
been working on that. Chick has this new phrase he's cramming down our throats.
How about you?
How about you?
Being welcomed with open arms.
I asked you to build this into the new
groups,
sports theme. What have you got over there?
Overwhelmingly positive.
I have something I think Chick will really enjoy.
Oh.
How about you? How about you? How about you? Chick McGee's new catchphrase. How about you? How about you? How's that?
All right. Excellent.
How about you?
How about you? How about you?
And yet you hated the Hello Dare song, which sounds somewhat similar.
Somewhat.
How about you? How about you? How about you?
Now let him sing.
Everywhere we go, we say, hello there.
Hello there.
How about you?
That's such a great song. I love that guitar.
That's such a great song. Ace, have you heard this song? Check it out.
You listen to that on your Raycons while you watch the Eagles?
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Can you and Dean get together and maybe get the electric guitar version of that great rhythm guitar, that chunky,
Yeah, sure.
Get that electric.
You know, there's nobody who
Monday.
has that fake sincerity, questionable a manner like Tom does. Hey, Ace, have you seen the Eagles? I mean, it just doesn't mean a word of it. Just filling the air up with sentences.
Are you saying I should have gone into sales?
Yeah.
Once again,
Really check the Eagles out.
we have photographs of the Eagles in my neighborhood. American Eagles. I think a nice symbol right now during these difficult times.
Want to get to the Earl Thomas situation? It's ongoing. Here we go. The wife of Ravens safety Earl Thomas has been arrested for allegedly threatening him with a gun, the 9mm, where the metric system caught on. Gunplay in the world of drugs. She found him in bed
with napalm
with his brother.
What?
You know, like drop the napalm 12 clicks north. You know, never mind. Back to you, Chick.
She found him in bed with his brother, Seth Thomas, and 2 other women.
So what is that? That's not the devil's three-way if there's 2 guys and 2 ladies.
It's called a swinging party.
I think the key goes off, though, when it's your brother. I think that's...
Boy.
A police affidavit said April 13th, Nina Thomas tracked her husband to a short-term rental home in Austin through her husband's Snapchat account, which showed several videos. Wow, this is high-level next
He wanted to get caught, though, if you're putting it on Snapchat.
Well, if you have you're
so he's making videos with these women, I assume in compromising positions.
He shows several videos on his Snapchat with another woman.
Is that legal?
Well, I don't think they were naked. I think he was just in
that
a
would be
video.
Snapchat.
The affidavit. Cut that out. The affidavit says Nina admitted to pointing the pistol at her husband's head with the intent to scare him. Close.
Well, I bet
it worked.
Get his attention.
That beats the hell out of boo.
Yeah.
Police responding to the scene found Nina chasing her husband around a car with a knife after he had gotten the gun away from her. Karen, I have to deal with this when I get home. Nina was arrested for burglary of a habitation with the intent to commit aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. I didn't even know that was a thing. 2 women who,
if I'm a sports agent, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
Oh, this is so classic.
Part of my deal is if I'm going to represent you, you can't use a phone.
No phone.
Give me your smartphone.
Let's go to our female expert, Christy Lee. Get a load of this. 2 women that Nina brought with her to confront her husband.
Oh, sure.
She had her posse with her.
We're going to tell that bastard he better shape up. He can't do that to you.
You did what?
Those 2 ladies are also arrested on burglary charges. Those 2 ladies were her sister and her best friend. Her best friend, by the way, the ex-spouse of Seth Thomas.
So wait a minute. Now this has really gotten complicated.
You need like a flow
Earl's
chart.
brother?
Yeah.
So the guy, wait a minute.
Oh, well,
Earl
Thomas is
his brother
is the player for the Ravens.
Right.
His
brother
was married to the woman who caught him in bed with.
Right.
Wow.
And one of the women that she brought with her was her sister, who was also formerly married to Earl's brother.
Yeah.
Earl Thomas addressed the incident in an Instagram video saying,
Oh, I'd love to know what he's saying.
Stuff like this happens.
Doesn't it, though? Yeah.
Sure.
Boy,
mundane.
Ain't that always the way?
How often
You're
has
gonna
it
have
happened to
this.
any of you?
Women be crazy.
Yeah. None.
Oh, it goes on. There's more of
There's more?
insanity. Stuff like this happens. We try to live the best life we possibly can. But sometimes it doesn't go as planned.
Well, I think he's got a point. It certainly sounds like he was trying to live the best life he
was
could.
having a great time.
His wife came in and ruined it.
And
wakes him up with a gun.
Not go the way it was planned.
I'd say the best way to wake up for me,
Folgers in your cup?
No, blueberry pancakes.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that's better than a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Chick? What kind of pancakes do you like to wake up
Waffles, baby.
You're a waffle guy,
Okay. Josh?
Standard waffles, maple syrup.
I like the plain, just a buttermilk pancake.
Thick or thin?
Well, not a buttermilk pancake.
Tom likes to be able to read the comics through his pancakes. I know that.
Thin.
All right. I can make both.
Okay. All right.
Have you heard of the new craze, pancake cereal? This is kind of a new
I have seen that. Yeah.
quarantine craze where you, instead of making pancakes, you make little dots.
You take
with
the batter
pancake batter
and just a drop
and
on
you
the
just kind of
skillet.
eat those instead.
Yeah.
That's a lot of flipping.
It sure is.
What a terrible idea.
I guess.
Why ruin
God,
pancakes?
that's a lot of work.
I would think kids would enjoy it. So you're not. I mean, these are even smaller than.
Oh,
silver
I like
dollar.
doing the silver dollar thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, this is smaller.
And I like that where you make Mickey Mouse. You do the Mickey Mouse pancakes. It's relatively simple.
That's something else.
Big circle, two little ones.
Sorry, chick.
I'm doing a Mickey pancake this weekend. I haven't tried that yet.
No kidding?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
They do have the Mickey waffle iron. Would that make you happy?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it would.
Do they have a Redskins helmet waffle iron? I bet they do.
Sure they do. I haven't seen one.
Do they have an Earl Thomas waffle iron? It's his head with a 9mm gun on the side. Okay. By the way, if you want to see our pictures of the Eagles, or if you want to enter our contest to win some Raycon earbuds, go to bobandtom.com/contest.
See, Raycon, that's something people are interested in, unlike your Eagle situation.
Okay.
Can we get somebody to Photoshop a bloody Columbia hat in the Eagle's nest, or
and a khaki shirt in his talons, majestically flying off into the
Josh,
sunset.
if we can get a passport issued for you, although I'm sure you're on some list, maybe you can move out of America and worship whatever birds they have.
Part
in
of
other
being
countries.
an American is to be able to say Eagles suck.
I don't think Eagles suck. I love Eagles, but
then why are you complaining about the fact that we have these beautiful photographs?
We've been
of Eagles?
talking about it for 10 days.
Okay, fine.
It feels like it.
Maybe 2 weeks.
It's 2 days. I just got the pictures yesterday, posted them. I'm sorry. We'll be back we'll talk with some Americans when we come back.
CFL. Speaking of Americans, CFL's in trouble. Big time trouble.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
And
they've been around longer than
Can
the
we get
NFL.
your new song when we come back?
Whatever you want.
Okay, good. I'm very excited about this.
That's the right
It's a love
answer.
song from Pat when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hi, this is Drew Hastings, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Mark Allison with you on a Friday. It is May 8th, and don't forget you can win a pair of E25 Raycon earbuds. Pretty simple. Just find the Raycon contest code in the news feed on the Bob and Tom app. Then enter that code at bobandtom.com/contest. Increase your odds of winning by entering daily. The Bob and Tom app is free and available in your iTunes or Google Play Store. So check it out. The E25 Raycon earbuds, they can be yours. Thanks to Raycon and the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The U.S. government is poised to report the worst set of job numbers since record-keeping began in 1948. A snapshot of the devastating damage the coronavirus outbreak has inflicted on our economy. The unemployment rate could reach 16% or more. 21 million jobs may have been lost in April. The northeastern United States is about to get a cold spring farewell from winter's bad boy, the polar vortex. Forecasters say that could mean rare May snowfall and record low temperatures to some areas over the Mother's Day weekend. Usually, the polar vortex, a batch of cold air, stays trapped in the Arctic all winter, but a couple times during the season, it wanders south and brings bone-chilling cold and snow to Canada and parts of the United States. This year, that polar vortex stayed put. The East had an unusually mild cold season. I guess we pay for it now. And you'd figure if you played the same lottery numbers for 30 years straight, odds are you'd come up a winner at some point. That wasn't true for a player who Colorado lottery officials identify as Joe B. He didn't win just $1 million Powerball jackpot. He won 2 on the same day. It happened back in late March, and Joe B collected his winnings about a month later. So finally, after 30 years, it paid off. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Voices in my head told me that I love you. The voices in my head said you love me too. Yes, they do. You know they're always right. So I'm listening tonight to the voices in my head. Yeah, the voices in my head said we'll always be together. So I got your name tattooed in flaming red on my forehead. They're coming crystal clear, but my doctor, he can't hear the voices in my head. Yeah, the voices in my head said to stop my medication. The voices in my head said to jump the wall and run and buy a gun. You know they're always right, so I won't put up a fight with the voices in my head. I see you on TV, and the voices are telling me that you want me and you need me, and your boyfriend should be dead and gone. The voices in my head said to break in your apartment and hide under the bed, 'cause your love was just a lie. You too must die. So tonight I'll stalk. Tomorrow I'm insane, so my lawyer says I'll walk. 'Cause I got voices in my head. Got voices in my head. Got voices in my head.
Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We have Chaz. Now, Chaz, do you want to describe the skill?
I do the drum solo to Inagata Vita with my throat.
That's his throat. This is dead on. This is it. Yes. That's it. Yep. That is Inagata Vita.
Yeah.
Man, this
wow. How did you learn?
7:02 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We have rain this morning, but then afternoon sunshine, breezy, and a high of 55. Freeze warning overnight as we dip down to 28 under clear skies. Sunny 58 on Saturday, 50 right now.
Okay. 28, that's Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. I think we're back on the track. I feel it. It's feeling pretty good right now. Thank you very much. A little Duke Tomato music to make you feel good there. Wherever you may be listening. We're worldwide on American Forces Radio here in the Bob and Tom Show.
Japan and the UK.
Right now. Australia.
Right now.
South Africa. Hello. We're on the YouTube
Konnichiwa.
as well, worldwide, and on great radio stations all across the United States of America, from Florida to Maine, California to Washington. Happy to be here.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, too. I'm on there now. There's some good people on there chatting it up and enjoying...
Oh, so this is all about you?
No, what are you talking about?
Not all about me at all.
Okay, that's Josh in the OrangeInsoles.com sidekick chair, which officially gets named on Monday.
Yes.
You set a record for self-centered behavior.
When's that?
During the break, when you were talking about your crossword puzzle that you were filling out the other day.
Oh, my gosh.
And he had a clue that said 4 letters.
4 letters for spaghetti sauce.
Starts with R.
So I put Raos, R-A-O-S.
It's ragu. It's ragu.
My favorite spaghetti sauce.
Of course, because it's ragu. Everyone knows ragu more than Rao. Right now, that's
So I
a
spent
fact.
10 minutes trying to
But
get words that started with A, O, and S.
In Tom's world, oh, well, everyone knows about Rao's because I use it.
It's only $8 in a bottle.
Oh.
It's worth every cent.
Oh, ace.
It is now the...
He texted me from the grocery store, and he said, $8? Are you kidding me? This better taste great.
Ace, you got to show yourself a good time, brother.
Get off your wallet.
Come on.
It worth
Stop
it?
spending money on the XL condoms. Buy yourself some spaghetti sauce. Have
you tried their soup? I've noticed their soup. So
I have not, but I'll get you a bottle of it.
I'm not just on Rao spaghetti sauce. I'm on their spaghetti now, too.
Oh, they have spaghetti.
They have spaghetti? Where do you get that?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Good
Now,
stuff.
this has nothing to do with anything we're talking about, except I've got a couple things I have to do here. I want to go to the mailbag. I know we're in the middle of the sportscast from the crazycockwine.com sports desk.
Yes.
But I wanted to hear a song from Pat Godwin in just a second, Pat. It's about Pat's love life, which
Yeah.
I'm writing a
It's
song
going to be a
about.
short song.
Yeah. But I've got a couple of letters I have to get to. The first one, the subject heading is gorilla farts.
Okay.
Now, you may...
At last, something we can sink our teeth into.
You may recall that PBS has a series out there. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
Christy?
absolutely. And they found gorillas actually hum while they're eating.
Yes.
And they also discovered another interesting fact about the gorilla.
I have the actual singing gorillas. This is not a joke. This is from a very important wildlife documentary, and you can hear the gorillas kind of humming as they eat. This is the real audio. Yeah, you have to put a lot of. It's kind of background. It's
sure, yeah.
But here's the very serious voiceover guy, and of course they use the word flatulence because farting would be too much. But here we go.
They live in a semi-permanent state of flatulence.
That's a good one.
I like that one.
That one's good.
Then there's the old chainsaw one. The reason this comes to us from Chip. Chip writes, last week I was listening to your show with my almost 4-year-old in the car. Nothing better than a 4-year-old. He normally ignores your show, but you had the nature clip on about the gorillas. The part with the flatulence played, and he started cracking up.
Oh, sure, yeah.
When Tom said the word gorilla farts once, my son kept repeating it at least 20 times. I thought that would be the end of it, but this week when I picked up the kids, I asked the youngest what he wanted to listen to. Without missing a beat, he said, "Gorilla farts, Dad." Thank you, Chip. P.S. We have a new fan.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Isn't that great? That's a little bit of a PBS for you.
You should mix the gorilla farts in with Baby Shark or something.
Gorilla fart.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now we're going to start pandering to 8-year-olds.
That's what I've been doing my whole career.
8 letters.
No change.
8 letters in the last 20 minutes about how much they're enjoying the pictures of the Eagles on our website and on our social media.
42 letters about how much.
Right back. They don't care. If you don't stop talking about the Eagles, I'll never listen again. We don't hear about those letters.
There's some nice pictures my neighbor took of the Eagles right down the street from where we are. Bald Eagles, America. It's a nice symbol of America. The point is, you can also, while you're there, check out the Raycon earbuds, and you could win a pair.
There's got to be a cartoon out there of a bald eagle with a comb over. I mean, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah,
and this is a good, accurate kind of symbol of America these days because the eagle is teaching the eaglet how to do math on his laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's, the social distancing and also homeschooling. Now, Pat Godwin's with his guitar in the other room. Pat, can you hear me okay?
I can.
You are a single man.
Mm-hmm. Long time now.
And your son is living with you right now, and you are doing the homeschooling.
I am indeed.
But also... There are certain urges you have as a man.
Oh, I'm a full-blooded male.
Sure.
That wiener been dry for a while.
Oh,
Was
a
not
long
going down
time
that-
between drinks.
Not going down that road, but
The only female I come in contact with, Tom, is my grocery store clerk, and I think she's very attractive.
Really?
Okay. Your hair's blonde and your eyes are blue. I'm guessing the rest of you is pretty too. You wear that mask with such style and grace. I can't wait to see your face. Can't wait to see your face. There's a slight chance that I'm way off base. You could have a liver-spotted, gin-blossomed, hairy mole, pimple-covered pizza face. Or a smile with lots of empty space. A mug only Picasso would trace. It could win a steeplechase. Oh, but I can't wait to see your face.
All right.
yes.
I hope it works out.
Yeah, me too.
The world of the mask.
Yeah.
You know, it's absolutely true, though. She's adorable, I think, and she's very sweet. It's the only person I see.
Wow. You never know what's under there. Can you ask her for a sneak peek? Just say, hold your breath. And
She's all business right now.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's a cover.
I can't wait till we
She
get
digs
to
that.
the,
If she's all business, that means she's ready.
I can't wait till we get to the part where she blocks your number on her phone. That'll be so. Be
Steals
sure
your
and tell her
TV.
you want her to meet your son. Next time
Yeah,
you
I'll
see
talk to her about John Mayer.
John Mayer.
State. Okay, good.
Nobody chats him up like guns.
I'm sorry. We were at the crazycockwine.com sports desk. What happened?
Real quick, go online, search Andy Kindler because his album's out today. Hence the humor.
Oh man.
So be.
Normally we would have a listening
Go
party.
check that out,
We
right?
would get the grill going.
Oh, man.
Boy, oh boy.
Could we do it somehow?
No.
Okay.
Canadian Football League Commissioner Randy Ambrosie, said the most likely scenario is to cancel the season in the CFL because of the pandemic.
Well, doesn't their season start way early?
I think preseason any day now, I thought. Ambrosie made the admission for the first time. He testified yesterday at a House of Commons Standing Committee on Finance. News broke last week.
It's a shame there are no chairs.
Right.
It's a standing
You'd think
committee.
that they could afford them.
Very itchy legs.
CFL
Build
has
them out of maple trees, so we don't have to be standing.
This sounds like an American thing. CFL has requested $150 million Canadian in assistance from their federal government. During his testimony, the commissioner said the league's future is very much in jeopardy.
Wow.
There
sad.
you go.
That is sad.
The CFL, they've been around since the 1600s.
It's all sucking.
Yeah, I know.
Tired of it.
That's true.
Here's a can of worms. More lawmakers are calling on NCAA leaders, conferences, and schools to come up with details about how college athletes could be compensated for their names, images, and likeness. The chairman of the Senate Commerce Committee, Republican Senator Roger Wicker, the outdoor furniture baron of Mississippi, has sent 20 questions to each Power 5 conference, dozens of colleges and universities and committees at each of the NCAA's 3 divisions. Also urging action are Democratic Senators Chris Murphy and Cory Booker, and Giannis
Gesundheit.
Giannis, the Greek freak, Milwaukee Buck, social media accounts were hacked yesterday afternoon. People picked up on this after several bizarre and offensive tweets were posted. According to the Bucks, Giannis's brother and the players' representative alerted people that, his accounts had been hacked. His Instagram and his Twitter.
I was on Ambien. Ambien hacked my account.
More than a dozen tweets popped up in Giannis's feed in the span of about 5 minutes. The tweets included racial slurs, profane attacks on other players. And a claim that Giannis had the virus. So, way to go, hackers. Boy, you got that done.
Yeah.
Got some great mail here.
The hell?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
About Eagles?
Oh, God, it's unbelievable.
World record.
Flooding.
World record coming up.
World record of emails received about Eagles, I would say.
Are you kidding me? We're back to the Eagles?
Once again,
You've
we've
got
got
to be
these
joking.
great photographs of Eagles on the Bob and Tom social media platform taken by my neighbor. Here we go. I dig the Eagles, Tom. They're all across America. I see them here in Georgia all the time. Take care, John. Thank you, sir.
See, didn't need to go look at your photos. Sees them all the time.
I like to duck hunt in Oklahoma. At one of the lakes we would hunt, there was a great bald eagle. He would fly in and take the ducks as we shot them.
Oh. No.
That's no good.
Thank you.
No, it's a smart eagle.
From Josh. Yeah. Hey.
This guy's doing his work for
Yeah,
him.
that's cool. Appreciate all these. There's just tons of them. Now,
tons.
Check this out. There are eagle cams all over America.
See?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you can't swing a dead cat, which
So we don't
eagles are
need your
responsible
pictures.
for, I might add, without hitting an eagle.
I won't even read that one because. Man, do you have any special guests planned for Josh's birthday week? No, Randy, change channels. Let's see now. I'm looking for letters about eagles, Randy.
I hope this eagle craps half a possum on your car. That's what I
Oh,
want.
by the way, a number of people writing about what an idiot you are for putting your bird feeder on your window.
Why?
It's a window bird feeder.
Because the birds are going to fly into the window and die.
No, they're not. They're not idiots.
How many birds do you have so far?
None.
Well, of course. Smart birds don't want to die.
Can't we all just get along?
What kind of bird seed do you have in that thing?
Now, this
What kind
bird
of-
feeder, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
probably has a couple suction cups on it.
4.
That you put on.
Yes.
You stick it to your window.
Yeah. They wouldn't sell the product if it was murdering
Sure
birds.
they would. They want to cash in. They don't care.
That's where the money is? Dead birds? I don't
Sure.
think so.
No.
You can't feed a dead bird.
Please,
Although I'll save
please
money
talk
on
more
seed.
about the Eagles, Tom. It brightens my day. Oh, you're welcome.
Who wrote that? I want a name, a full name.
His name is Biohazard. I'm not
Sounds
kidding.
like a clear
I just-
thinking individual.
I just read them as I see them.
That is a cool handle.
Okay, let's see now. I live in upstate New York. You're a true American for liking the Eagles. God bless you. Oh, well, thank you, Jason. How kind of you.
We all like eagles.
We like eagles. That's
I love
not
them,
the
in fact. I
problem.
think they're
Yeah, I
amazing.
love them.
That's often the case. Tom's missing the point.
We'll
Right.
come back with more eagle talk.
Okay, sorry, I have to read this letter.
Okay, all right.
Or not.
Subject heading, if Josh's chair could talk.
Oh.
You started this.
What the
So a
hell?
couple days ago, you said something about if my chair could
This
talk.
is from Mikey. If Josh's chair could talk, it would say, hey, one at a time, please. That, my friends, is a joke.
The classic.
Yeah, that's a
The
weight
scale, yeah.
I mentioned that you should go look at the Eagles on our website because you can also register to win those Raycon earbuds.
What would make that experience even better? Have your Raycon earbuds in, listening to Eagles music, looking at the
Yeah,
Eagles.
there you go.
There you go. Or listening to this show or whatever you want to listen to.
Chair woman.
Now, they didn't ask me to say this, but the beauty of the Raycon earbuds is you can block out maybe somebody talking to you that you've been hearing for too long. Raycons, they're going to get delivered right to your house. The newest model, of course, is the famous E25 earbud endorsed by Chick McGee, me, and Snoop Dogg. 6 hours of playtime, a seamless Bluetooth pairing. They've got the rubbery gizmos so you get them so they're the perfect fit for your ear. And, of course, they're famous for having the best bass out there.
Because you know I'm all about that bass.
Oh, thank you. I love
No
that bass.
trouble.
Raycons, they're the best. And right now you can save 15% if you go to buyraycon.com/Tom. You're going to be... Really? Must you? Can't you just hold it back
That's
for
incredibly
just a second? Buyraycon.com/Tom to save 15%. Let's face it, you need a pair of great earbuds. Also handy for being on the phone, et cetera, et cetera.
When I go fishing, I sing, I'm all about that bass, my hook is treble.
Your hook is treble. Does that mean something? Is that a fishing
treble
term?
hook.
Trouble for the fish.
Huh.
What is that, a brand?
Treble hook?
Yeah, it's a three-pronged.
Good Lord,
Sorry.
yeah, it's got a...
It's a fish hook.
Out there killing fish while
Forgot
I'm
that you
looking
have
at these
fish
eagles.
people who do it for you.
Buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off the best earbuds out there. When we come back, it'll be Christy. Do we have more sports?
Yes.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
Mark Allison with you on a Friday. It is May 8th. Don't forget, every dollar spent in the Bob and Tom store for the foreseeable future goes directly to Feeding America. A week ago today, Radio Care's Emergency Radiothon raised just over $500,000 for Feeding America here at the Bob and Tom Show. We want to keep that going. So buy now and buy often at bobandtomstore.com. Again, every dollar spent goes to Feeding America. Pretty cool. Time to stock up on those Bob and Tom hats, T-shirts, sweatshirts for your friends and family that love the Bob and Tom Show. How about helping to feed America at the same time?
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. An appeals court in New York has ruled that Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee was his creation. Quite a blow to a one-time collaborator who helped direct the first episode. Christian Charles claimed he hatched the idea and that he should have a cut of some of the money the show was made since it was bought by Netflix. A lower court had already rejected the claim, and now an appeals court agrees. The song Axl Rose wrote about Don Everly's daughters now being turned into a children's book. Sweet Child O' Mine will come out September 1st. The cover shows a guitarist holding hands with a little girl as they walk through sunflowers. The book is described as a vivid, heartfelt picture book about a child's wondrous discovery that music is everywhere around us. And Katy Perry, an expectant mom, will sing Baby Mine from Dumbo on the second edition of Disney Family Sing-Along, which airs on ABC Sunday, Mother's Day. John Legend and Jennifer Hudson will sing Beauty and the Beast, while Christina Aguilera will help out Miguel on Remember Me. The special features celebrities singing Disney songs from their homes. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
And now, here's your chance to win a pair of wireless Raycon earbuds, just like the ones Chick McGee wears.
What?
That's right, and here's all you need to do. Download the free Bob and Tom app from iTunes or Google Play. Locate the Raycon contest code on the news feed. Enter that code at bobandtom.com/contest, and you're registered to win.
I can't believe I'm saying this. That makes perfect sense.
The Everyday E25 wireless Raycon earbuds, their best earbuds yet, with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a compact design that gives you a nice noise-isolating fit.
You don't understand this because your mind doesn't work in a normal fashion.
Right.
All the details now at bobandtom.com. Thanks to Raycon, Chick McGee,
That's a joke.
and The Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
They put the F in professional.
They say 3% of the people use 5 to 6% of their brain. 97% use just 3% and the rest goes down the drain. I will never know which one I am, but I'll bet you my last dime. 99% think we're 3% 100% of the time.
Gotta write that down.
They say 72% of all statistics are made up right there on the spot. 84.4% of people believe them, whether they're accurate statistics or not. Now, I will never know what you believe, but I do know there's no doubt I need another double shot of something 90 proof. This is too much to think about. It's too much to think about. Too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt with too much to think about. They say 92% of everything you learned in high school was bullcrap that you will never need. 82% of everything you got, you bought just to satisfy your greed. Because 94% of the entire population links possessions to success, even though 80% of the wealthiest 1% of the population drinks to an alarming extent. It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck between hope and doubt, I've got too much to think about. 82% of all statisticians truly hate their freaking jobs. The average bank robber lives within, say, about 20 miles of the bank he robs. There's this little bank not far from here I've had my eyes on now for a while. Lately, all I can think about is going out in style. Yeah! It's too much to think about, too much to figure out. Stuck.
Hey, 722 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee's got the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We have some morning showers, then afternoon sunshine. It'll be breezy today, high 55. Excuse me. Clear tonight, down to 28. That was a clearing of my throat, but I don't have a cough button. So
Sound like a little tiny little hamster.
Oh, sorry. Sunshine tomorrow, high 58, and then windy on Mother's Day with a chance for afternoon rain and a high of 60.
But the big news is it's going to be freezing tonight.
28, beyond freezing.
I think it might be the record.
Might be a snuggle up night, huh, Tommy?
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to sleep outside?
What?
She says to you.
By yourself?
That's a dream come true. Why don't you go outside?
Coming up, your shot at $1,000 here on Q95, so keep listening. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's good to hear from you. Thank you very much. We're available, of course, at Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. How else can you reach us here in the show? Josh Arnold sitting in the soon-to-be orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair.
Well, you can watch us on YouTube, and you can send us messages on the discussion group there. Or, my goodness, please, use our text line, 888-262-8661, where I get 69 cents per text that comes in. I appreciate that.
Thank you. It's very helpful. Ace Cosby is our engineer, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you by Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com for the best in jewelry and fine arts. That's Chick McGee over there. I can see him at the CrazyCockWine.com sports desk. That's not just any wine. It's Crazy Cock Wine. I'm not done yet. Remember how this show works. And then there's Christy Lee over there at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. Good to see you, Christy. Mr. Godwin over there. Hi, Pat.
Sold American.
Real quick, to the people on YouTube, I was on my phone commenting on YouTube to the gentleman who was suggesting otherwise I was not ordering pizza.
It's too early.
Right, that's right.
Oh, we've got a pizza story today. I forgot.
Yeah, we do have a pizza story today. Come
Do you
on
know what
up.
Altoona pizza is?
Altoona pizza?
Yeah, coming up.
No, but Altoona fish.
Altoona piano.
No, there's something called from Pennsylvania, Altoona pizza. It's very funny. I had never heard of it, but I have a letter before we get to whatever the sports story is. Comes to us from Gary. He writes, I am enjoying your Eagle discussion this morning.
Is he?
I have a theory about why Tom is obsessively talking about these eagles.
Oh.
Once again, we have an eagle's nest right near the show. I've got this. One of my neighbors took some great pictures. Could it be that Tom is trying to make a comparison between himself and the birds? Yes, both Tom and the eagles have intense stares, and the real reason, of course, is they're both bald.
Yeah.
If you want Tom to distance himself from the bald eagles, perhaps you should try fitting one of the eagles with a toupee, and Tom as well.
Well, that's a weird theory.
Chick has
but I get
suggested
it.
that is there an eagle somewhere with a comb over?
Yes.
Lots of.
I've gotten several pictures of eagles with comb.
Lots of praise for the eagles, and people are certainly enjoying the photographs. But it's nice to know that there are eagles right now nesting with their eaglets. Pat, are you working on a song about this for me?
I was a bird man back in the day. This is Frank Sinatra. Pat's gone.
Oh, hey, Frank.
Hey, Frankie.
WWFD. What would Frank do? He'd have a lot of birds, is right. And I had some eagles, and they gave birth on my watch. So I sang a little song. I wrote a little song for you. It goes like this. Here we go. Hold on a second while I get the lyrics in.
Sure, Frank. You got a teleprompter day.
And it was going so well.
Eaglets. I've had a few. And a cockatoo who needed too much attention. I put them in a Scooby-Dooby zoo. But they didn't like that form of detention. They want to live a life that's full and crap on cars on the highway. So I opened up their cages and let them fly away.
Nice.
Yes.
Very good, Mr. Sinatra.
Thank you.
Thanks, Frank. Man, Frank can still hit those notes.
He sure can. Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, there was an era in which Mr. Sinatra would have a teleprompter.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
At his shows.
Yeah.
What do you want? He's 108.
I mean, he's a man of a certain age. But the most famous story is that in the song "New York, New York," Frank didn't like to have them go in and edit out a phrase here and put it from a different take. So he liked to sing it all the way through every time. And if you listen to the end of New York, New York, he repeats one of the things. He doesn't get the lyrics right.
Oh.
It's and they left it in there. It's left in there on purpose.
Huh.
He repeats one of the things. Kind of cool.
Is this a perceived mistake from you, or do you?
No.
Is
It's
this a
famous.
Oh, gotcha.
In other words, he
acknowledged it. He admitted it.
Yeah. How does what is it? What's the end of it, Pat?
You could ask me. I'm Frank. I'm here right now. Just
Frank.
ask me any question.
How does the song end? What is it?
It ends the way I sang it. New York, New York. There were no mistakes.
Okay. Sorry. Never mind.
There you go.
Ends that controversy.
We'll pick that up later.
Stupid world. Let me get through this, please. A Los Angeles rapper has set the Guinness World Record for longest freestyle rap.
Oh, how long?
He calls himself Hvac.
Hvac.
W-A-T-S-K-Y.
I don't know. It's
His full name is George Hvac. He live streamed his record attempt to raise money for charity. According to the Twitter account, he rapped for 33 hours, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds.
Can you use the same rhyme twice?
If not,
raising a total of almost $144,000.
Holy cow! That's
San
terrific.
Francisco Chronicle's Datebook reports that the money will benefit 3 different causes: his band and crew, his fans, and Sweet Relief, a nonprofit that offers financial assistance to musicians and music industry workers affected by the pandemic.
Is it SUITE relief? Sort of the music.
No, it's SW, like the pickle, Sweet Relief, SWEET.
Oh,
Wow, that would be really. He has to stay awake the whole time.
33 hours.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Well,
hard.
you know, there's probably had 10-minute bathroom breaks, probably.
Yeah, there are all those stipulations.
Did somebody have to sit and listen to it?
Yeah,
for
thank
that
you,
long?
Christy.
Yeah, that person.
That would be
Okay,
the
what's your
tougher
next
job.
topic? Can you do 20 on Eagles?
You repeated that phrase. Start over.
I could do it, but I don't have any sweet. What is the word I'm looking? I could rap, but I have no street cred. Some might say that I'm too white bread.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's.
There's one line.
Well,
Go
you
on.
gotta start somewhere. Only 33 hours, 25 seconds to go.
Yeah, sometimes quality overrules quantity.
Yes,
I would think.
That's all right. Raised a lot of money.
Good for him.
And that's sports.
Oh, now it's sports.
Wherever you go, whatever you do. Now you can talk about Eagles till our ears bleed.
Now,
be a good sport. Christy!
The Altoona style pizza that Tom mentioned earlier is apparently so obscure, even people from Altoona, Pennsylvania, don't know about it.
Huh.
The pizza, which features a Sicilian-style dough, salami, green bell peppers, and a layer of melted American cheese on top, went viral after a photo of it was shared onto Twitter by Bill DeFilippo, who wrote, quote, "I spent 2 years at Penn State Altoona, and at no point do I recall hearing the phrase Altoona-style pizza." Local reporter Ryan Detto for the Pittsburgh City paper set out to investigate this dish and found it on the menu of a restaurant called 29th Street Pizza, Subs, and More. Owner Steve Korek told the paper that the style had originated in the 60s or 70s at the Altoona Hotel. He said the original recipe calls for Velveeta cheese on top, but he prefers using an American cheese topping at his restaurant.
So what's it supposed to? It's just like American cheese on top of
Salami and green pepper.
The headline is Altoona-style pizza baffles the nation, including Altoona.
I think this should be called MacGyver pizza or Stoner pizza.
Yeah, it looks like a one of those Chef Boyardee pizzas.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's just
Like you make it
essentially
home?
American cheese on
whatever.
top.
It's like whatever you've got in the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You MacGyver it and just throw some American cheese on it. It's probably,
American cheese melts better. I mean, it's a pretty good melter.
I bet it's pretty good. I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of thinking there'd be tuna fish on it.
Because it's Altoona?
Yeah, but that would probably taste absolutely terrible.
I bet it's greasy as hell. Salami?
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty tasty, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right.
Speaking of cheese,
Yeah.
French people are urged to eat more cheese as the pandemic causes the sales to slump there.
Really?
First it was frites, now fromage. France has urged its citizens to eat more cheese to help combat declining sales. Sales have dropped 60% from the start of the coronavirus lockdown. Estimates suggest that by the end of the pandemic, there will be 5,000 tons of overstocked cheese in France. A cheese industry spokesman said, "We farmers, we work every day, so eat cheese, make a fair trade act to maintain the French culture, the French tradition, the French heritage that we all share."
You ever seen the cheese fields in France?
Oh, I've not seen them, really.
Beautiful.
Oh, right next to the lavender ones?
They don't grow in the wheels. They grow in actually more of a square look.
That's right. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. They have to carve them into the wheels.
What they should do is make cheese cigarettes, and then they would. Well, now that's right next to Belgium, of course.
Yes.
And we had the story about the government of Belgium asking the people to eat more potatoes. Do you remember that song, Pat? That was really a good
Maybe
one.
we
I
could
liked it.
combine the two and do cheese
I
fries.
do, yeah.
Everybody will be happy.
Cheese fries.
Light up the
Nothing says good morning like a cheese fry.
While you get tuned up, Pat, just got this, apparently, this Altoona pizza. David Geyer from Altoona said, I'm so glad you're covering our famous pizza. It's a tradition in our area.
Oh, he's heard
It's
of.
very popular, yeah.
How can it be popular and obscure at the same time?
I don't know. And then he goes, it's also
Yes.
very popular in
Yeah.
Utica, New York, and Central New York.
Huh.
Very plain, sweet sauce, Parmesan, thick bread style.
What
It's
about
its own
northeastern Pennsylvania, Pat? Is it
The best pizza in the world, chick.
There it is.
thing. So once again, in Belgium, the potato farmers need people to eat more potatoes. So the government
Right.
actually asked their countrymen to please eat French fries at least twice a week.
Right.
God, I love the fact that the government. Can you imagine that? Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
President gets up there. Well, one thing we can do:
Many fries.
wash your hands a lot and please eat extra French fries. I'm in.
Yeah. No, instead we're getting the opposite. Hey, don't eat so much hamburger. Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
What do you got, Pat?
Here we go. Belgians need to unite and eat potatoes. Skip your tomatoes. Be kind, eat fries. Every week, eat them twice so we don't waste them. Really taste them. Please eat more fries. And the restaurants, they are all empty. Because of the virus, COVID-19. And poor potatoes, their sales are crashing. 'Cause no one's mashing or buying frites. That's French for fries. Belgians need to unite. They better hurry. Regular curly. Be kind, eat fries.
All right.
Lovely.
Great tribute to Pete
Oh, yeah.
Townsend and the Who.
Yeah.
Now, I was thinking about this. Mm-hmm. If you do what the French are asking, which is eat more cheese, you got kind of a two birds thing because you've got your toilet paper shortage. So if you eat more cheese,
Right.
thus
less,
the constipation
Yeah.
factor kicks in. Coming up in the news, a story I never thought I would see about, as you know, I'm interested in a lot of animal stuff, hence my interest in those great
The
eagle
eagles.
pictures on our website, which you want to check out.
We almost made it.
But we have a story about lizard constipation coming up.
Is that right?
And also
They ate too much cheese, apparently.
also a really cool request. I'm really excited about that coming up in just a second. So we'll get to that. Do you want to give me another teaser, Christy?
Yeah, we also have, for you White Claw fans, yet another White Claw product coming up.
Oh.
And mermaids have returned to a Montana bar.
Really?
Yes.
Wouldn't you think the last state you'd expect to find a mermaid would be Montana?
One of
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
You would think, yeah.
A lot of, so there must be freshwater mermaids, I guess.
Yeah,
There must be.
Is the key to this. We'll come back with that and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Win a free pair of wireless Raycon earbuds. Just locate the Raycon contest code in the Bob and Tom app on the newsfeed. Then enter it at bobandtom.com/contest. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Mark Allison with you on a Friday. It is May 8th. Thanks so much for joining us here today. And don't forget, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on Bob and Tom's YouTube channel, you can be enjoying Bob and Tom Tonight. 20 minutes of video highlights from today's Bob and Tom show tonight. Just search Bob and Tom's YouTube. Go there today, subscribe. That's free. And you can be watching Bob and Tom Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. More of the Bob and Tom Show and Frank Caliendo on the way.
I'm Chick McGee from the CrazyCockwine.com Sports Desk, and this is your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The NFL's annual kickoff game will feature the Kansas City Chiefs' defense of their Super Bowl championship by hosting the Houston Texans on September 10th. That's, of course, pending developments in the pandemic. The Texans won a regular season game at Arrowhead in 2019 and then blew that 24-0 lead in the divisional round of the playoffs as the Chiefs went on to be Super Bowl champions. Canadian Football League Commissioner Randy Ambrosie says the most likely scenario is to cancel the Canadian Football League season because of the virus. Ambrosie made the admission yesterday to lawmakers in Ottawa. Last week, the CFL requested up to $150 million Canadian in assistance from the federal government. Ambrosie said the league's future is very much in jeopardy. And the lawyer for the wife of Baltimore Ravens safety Earl Thomas says she's being subjected to an unfounded ongoing investigation by Texas police after she allegedly pointed a loaded gun at her husband's head upon finding him in bed in a compromising position with another woman. According to a police affidavit, Nina Thomas admitted to pointing the pistol at Earl's head with the intent to scare him. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I own a 3-foot ruler.
Oh,
wow.
Got it at a yard sale.
Makes sense.
That's almost not worth the energy to laugh at.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey guys, it's Kid Tarmac. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Kid Tarmac.
The Bob and Tom Toy Company is proud to introduce their newest doll. She's cute, she's cuddly, and she's sure to become a collector's item.
She likes to walk, she likes to talk, she always has to pee. You never know where she will go. Uh-oh. She's Incontinent Kathy.
Incontinent Kathy. She's puddles of fun. Hey, when you tickle Elmo, all he does is giggle. But tickle Incontinent Kathy, and you'll feel warm all over. Incontinent Kathy. Sure, she may be silly, and she's not very smart, but we like to think of her as our own little whiz kid. She's Incontinent Kathy. Tickle me Elmo hard to find? Well, with Incontinent Kathy, you're in luck. She's available everywhere. Incontinent Kathy.
Oh, jeez. She squats and pees each time you squeeze her belly playfully. She's gonna get you soaking wet. Uh-oh. She's Incontinent Kathy. Uh-oh. She's Incontinent Kathy.
Incontinent Kathy. Rubber pants, diaper wringer, and Kathy's Dream Outhouse sold separately. Warning, not intended for use near AC outlets. Paper towels, mop and buckets, squirming, and pee-pee dancing accessories not included. There's another new doll from the Bob and Tom Toy Company. Hey, Toby Kavoyan, what's his name?
Poop Deck Pappy.
That's right, Toby. Yo ho ho, it's Poop Deck Pappy.
Poop Deck Pappy.
The old sailor whose diaper's always full. Poop Deck Pappy and his sidekick, Tootie the parrot. What a load of fun. Just pull Poop Deck Pappy's string and watch what happens.
Man, that stinks.
Poop Deck Pappy.
Poop Deck Pappy. Sea breeze air freshener and spare trousers not included. Poop Deck Pappy. He's gonna potty like it's 1999.
Captain Clog, Captain Clog. Stinks, stinks.
He's gonna potty like it's 1999.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hunting is huge in Michigan. I don't want to upset any hunters because generally they're very well armed. But I am not a hunter. I don't get the deer hunting thing. I don't understand it. Mainly for this reason. I think it's unfair. The deer hunting season.
7:43 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You heard the guy, not that guy, the guy before him, talking about how you could win some serious cash. Well, you can. So pay close attention. You could be like Scott Barrett and win $1,000, or like Doug Redman. And so it's all just involves listening. It'll happen again this morning. It'll happen with Crystal, too. So hang out with Q95 if you can. By the way, today is a free gas Friday, brought to you by Chapman Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing. It starts at 10 o'clock. Details at Q95.com. Trying to help out some healthcare workers and first responders with some gasoline. Get those details online, Q95.com. Now, let's get back to the action. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Happy to be here worldwide on American Forces Radio, coast to coast on great radio stations from Florida to Maine, from Maine to Washington State, from Washington State south to California. Thank you very much. Continental USA, please. Got some great letters here.
Hawaii.
Of course, in Hawaii.
Wow.
And I got to get a whole new map. Let's see now. Got a lot of we've got listeners right now in Kawanashi, Japan.
Kawahishi?
Is it? This looks like it's. It looks like it's Kawanishi. Sorry,
it's Kawabunga.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
very much.
Bart lives there.
Sheffield, England. Got that one right. Australia. Ace, a great band from Sheffield, England, would be
Def Leppard.
Thank you very much. Also listening in Canada this morning, and we've got a bunch of stuff coming up. But I did want to mention that we do have some very good letters. Tacklebox writes, listen to the Bob and Tom Show on my Raycon earbuds. They're the best. Sound of best of any headphone I've ever had. I bring that up because you're going to win a pair of Raycons right now if you go to bobandtom.com/contest.
Happy fishing, Tacklebox.
There you go. And we have a nice letter here. I was talking to one of the state biologists along the shores of Lake Erie, one of the Great Lakes. Can you name all the Great Lakes, Josh?
I think so. How many are there?
5.
Leary. That's not one of them.
Yeah, that's right.
Dr. Timothy Leary. They found Erie, Huron, Superior, Michigan, and
it's also the name of a place in Canada.
Ontario.
Very
Do they count Lake St. Clair?
And sometimes Lake St. Clair.
Yeah. It's the Y.
This guy on Lake Erie, this biologist would take pictures of the eaglets and band them.
Oh, my God. We've become an eagle chat site.
Just a second.
Do you hear what's happening?
He would take pictures of the eaglets and what?
Put the bands on them so they could track them.
What band?
He said they would often find cat flea collars in the nests.
Oh, that is awful.
So, just
eagle versus cat.
Yeah, I think cat's going to lose.
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even with claws.
Okay, so anyway, don't forget you can win those Raycon earbuds, and while you're at it, you can look at some pictures of some cool eagles in our neighborhood. But right now, we return to Christy Lee in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
Well, we'll continue with our animal hunk. This story comes from Herpetological Review.
Lizard Weekly.
Thank you. Yep. A lizard in Florida chick has set the world record. Oh, I guess I should have given this to you. I'm sorry.
Okay.
For the largest poop to body size ratio.
No.
Here we go.
First of all, this is from a scientific journal.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I love the fact I had never heard before of this term, the poop to body size ratio.
Yeah.
I wish that we could have all politicians rated this way so you could look them up, poop to body size, the content of their character.
Researchers caught the female curly-tailed lizard thinking it was ready to lay eggs.
Oh.
But a CT scan revealed the reptile had a fecal mass lodged in its stomach. The constipated reptile had been eating insects and smaller lizards around a trash can near a pizza resort. Restaurant. Although some pizza restaurants are.
Wait a second. When you
nice.
said the phrase pizza resort, I have never seen Josh focus more in my life.
I was texting my travel agent.
Let's hook that up.
You know where you
birds are
stay
funny.
in a pizza resort?
Where?
A Pizza Hut.
Absolutely.
Apparently, the lizard was eating greasy sand with each meal, causing the massive poop that was nearly 80% of her body weight. The bolus
Of her
to
body weight, Tom.
mass ratio was over 6 times greater than the previous record, which was held by a Burmese python.
Oh.
Man, you probably ate a cow or something.
Wasn't there some show which they would recreate women who thought they were defecating and in fact had a baby? Wasn't that an actual?
Oh, yeah, that was. I didn't even know I was pregnant or whatever.
Yeah.
What was the name of
That's how
show?
that show always ends. I didn't even know, and I tried to get up from the toilet, and the umbilical cord pulled me back. And,
Well, when you're having a baby, that's what it feels like. It feels like you have to have.
It's the same pushing
Yes.
motion. Yeah.
Oftentimes women
do the same.
Yeah,
They do both.
they'll poop.
Well, okay, but a lizard that, but I just love the phrase "poop to body size ratio."
Mm-hmm.
It's not something I thought I'd be hearing about. Getting some great requests about from the email. I thought we'd feature one of them right now. This one's really obscure. Jeff wanted to hear this. This goes way back, and it's about if you're traveling, which most of us aren't right now.
Right.
But perhaps you're a truck driver, and God bless all you truck drivers out there. Mm-hmm. Trucks big and small, thank you very much. This is, maybe you need some companionship. And we're happy to be here for you, but when our show goes off the air...
what you do with your time is up to you.
Yeah, you can maybe get the app and listen to previous shows or whatever. The app is free, of course. But this is a special offer from back in the day about how to be entertained while driving.
How many times have you been facing a long, boring drive and thought to yourself, gee, I wish I had an interesting travel companion, someone like Haji?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how many times I've thought that to myself.
Well, your troubles are over, thanks to this fabulous offer. Now you can take Haji with you everywhere you go, thanks to my brand new 47 cassette series I call Haji's Road Buddy.
Haji's Road Buddy?
Yeah. This interactive cassette program puts you in the driver's seat, right next to your road buddy Haji. Let's listen. Oh, thanks for the lift. Hey, my name's Haji. What's your name? Insert name here. Oh, that's a great name. I used to know a kid back at school by that name. You're on him, are you? Is that Irish or what? Yeah, so anyway, where are you from anyhow? Insert city of origin. Oh, that's beautiful this time of year. I spent a whole summer there one time. They still have that Chinese laundry? So anyway, like what do you do for a living anyway? Insert occupation. That's great. My dad used to do that. Yeah, I'm surprised you still have all your fingers. What do you think about this road, huh? Pretty neat, huh? Well, anyway, just imagine 47 straight hours in a cramped car. With everybody's favorite road buddy, Haji. Beer in the wild, one bottle of beer. One of the bottles should have to fall. No more bottles of beer. Hey, that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah. I knew you'd say that. Hey, here's another good one. Remember this one? Go tell Aunt Rhody. Come on, sing along. Go tell Aunt Rhody. That's Haji's Road Buddy. Available on 47 cassettes, 32 8-track tapes for you truck drivers, or 9 CDs. Well, man, I don't know about you, but my back teeth are floating. I think I'm going to burst all over the place if you don't pull over soon. You know, I look like a camel or something. Come on, give me a break, all right? You passed 3 rest areas already, and you haven't done nothing about it. By the way, if we pass by an oil refinery or something, you hit a skunk or something, it must have been those beef jerkies, I guess. It kind of cut the cheese over there, so I can't stand it. I roll down a window and say, I don't care if it's wintertime. I don't care. I can't breathe. Just send $149.95 to Haji's Road Buddy, care of the Haji Tax-Free Enterprise. Please include another $149.95 for shipping, handling, and legal fees. That's Haji's Road Buddy. Do it now.
Thank you, Haji.
Thank you, Haji. Haji's road buddy. Thank you for that request, Jeff. We certainly appreciate it. Now, we have Chick McGee across the way. Yes, sir?
This just came in. Good morning. My name's Michelle. I've been working between 80 and 100 hours a week, and I'm exhausted.
Oh, Michelle.
It would give me a real boost if you could play Smack Tom by the Black Moon.
Oh, my goodness.
Go for it.
I think,
of course, our house band today, the Black Moods.
It's time now to smack Tom. He's been running his mouth again. He's been pissing us off again. Smack Tom. Smack Tom. Smack Tom.
I'll handle the lyrics.
Yeah. Smack Tom.
The Black Moods. They got some great new stuff. Check out their website.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of great pop publicity.
Some great new music from the Black Moods. When the smoke clears, we'll have them back in here as the house band. Happy to do that, certainly.
There's also a big Chick McGee request coming up.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh.
It's being widely requested.
Oh, okay. I've got a Chick McGee request, too.
Oh, okay.
Once again, you can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. We would love to hear from you. And also coming up in the news, we have something called a butt mask.
Butt mask. Mm-hmm.
Butt mask.
It's like a...
it's like a facial for your butt.
Yes.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Underwear?
Oh, no.
Like ladies put facial masks on and they let them dry. And
I see.
Yeah.
like a mud mask or
right.
one you peel off or whatever.
We'll find out about the butt mask when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening to Bob and Tom every day, 24 hours a day, nonstop. It's always going to be here, and I can't sleep.
The man, the voice, the legend. Frank Caliendo joining us this morning on Bob and Tom 24/7. Scheduled to appear this morning around 9:20 a.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully we'll get to Frank then, find out what's going on in his life in quarantine or stay-at-home orders. And, of course, his podcast, the Frank Caliendo Cast, all on the way on a Friday right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The U.S. government is poised to report the worst set of job numbers since record-keeping began in 1948. A snapshot of the devastating damage the coronavirus outbreak has inflicted on our economy. The unemployment rate could reach 16% or more. 21 million jobs may have been lost in April. The northeastern United States is about to get a cold spring farewell from winter's bad boy, the polar vortex. Forecasters say that could mean rare May snowfall and record low temperatures to some areas over the Mother's Day weekend. Usually, the polar vortex, a batch of cold air, stays trapped in the Arctic all winter, but a couple times during the season, it wanders south and brings bone-chilling cold and snow to Canada and parts of the United States. This year, that polar vortex stayed put. The East had an unusually mild cold season. I guess we pay for it now. And you'd figure if you played the same lottery numbers for 30 years straight, odds are you'd come up a winner at some point. That wasn't true for a player who Colorado lottery officials identify as Joe B. He didn't win just $1 million Powerball jackpot. He won 2 on the same day. It happened back in late March, and Joe B collected his winnings about a month later. So finally, after 30 years, it paid off. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You just ruined it.
My workday's done. Go grab a shower. Let's hit the pub. It's happy hour. If we get bombed, who gives a damn? I'm not as drunk as you think I am. Those chicks right there don't look too good. But 3 more beers, I guess I would. It's either them or my right hand. I'm not as think as you drunk I am. So buy another round. We'll sit right here and drink them down. Get everyone another beer. You'll have to kick us out of here. Say, are you girls waiting on your friends? What did you say? You're lesbians. Bartender, cancel those 2 drinks. I'm not as in as you drunk, I think. This beer is moving like a train. I think my lizard needs a drain. But first I'll have a double shot. I'm drunk, you think, as you am is not. So buy another round. We'll sit right here and drink them down. Get everyone another beer. You'll have to kick us out of here. This bathroom's nice.
Right on the button, 8 o'clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has the update in the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Morning rain, afternoon sun, breezy today, high 55. Looks like it'll stop raining right about lunchtime. And then clear tonight, freeze warning overnight down to 28. Plenty of sunshine Saturday, 58 will be our high. Sunday, windy, chance for afternoon showers on Mother's Day, and a high of 60. Currently rain and 50.
It's confusing out there. It was 80-something last week.
Yeah.
It's going to be 28 tonight.
Yeah.
This is where your HVAC unit is going. What is going on? The weather. It's always very confusing. That's where Jeff Chapman comes in. Chapman Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing, because right now you got to be covering all bases here. And that's what they do at Chapman Heating. Go to chapmanheating.com to find out more information about getting your HVAC all clear and clean and ready to rock this summer and this spring and what will be like winter overnight tonight. So, once again, it's chapmanheating.com to have your stuff in place for whatever's going to be happening. So it's going to be really hot pretty soon, and we'll be whining about that. I can assure you. Speaking of Chapman, they're teaming up with us at Chapman Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing for Free Gas Friday. Details at q95.com to help out some of those great first responders and people on the front lines of this whole thing. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. I look around the room and I see we have, there's Ace Cosby, our engineer, the proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, which I believe will be arriving in a matter of seconds.
All right.
Chick McGee, of course, across the way at the crazycockwine.com sports desk.
That's right.
Tell your liquor store guy, hey, we want to get Crazy Cock Wine. So they got a bunch of great ones. crazycockwine.com for more information. Josh Arnold in the soon-to-be-named orangeinsoles.com sidekick chair.
That's right.
It's very exciting. Pat Godwin's down the hallway in the other building. Hello. Getting ready to rock. He's got his guitar. He's got his keyboard. And Christy Lee, of course, is at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And when that phone rings, it'll be the track phone hotline. I know it's going to ring later on with comedian Frank Caliendo joining us. But right now, I guess they're not jokes. They're really sort of social observations.
Well, today is a joke. Someone said
Oh, it is.
Oh, this is.
Oh, my gosh.
Boy, oh boy. We can't win with this guy.
It's Ace Cosby and the Ace Cosby joke of the day brought to you by IHateStevensinger.com. Ace, go.
Now, normally I do my own observations of life, but people send me these jokes every day, and every now and then I like to throw the audience a bone. So
Okay.
Here we go.
All right, that's sweet.
What do you get if you cross a chili pepper, a shovel, and a chihuahua?
I don't know.
Hot diggity dog. Again, I did right.
That's adorable.
That is a good one.
The dog's alive, right? You're not burying
You're not
it, right?
married. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Hot.
Right.
Diggity.
I got it.
Dog.
I was concerned that.
No, we're not burying chihuahuas.
Okay. That would be.
Unless they're dead, of course. You can't leave them out to decay. That's
pleasant.
No. Kids start to cry. It's no good.
Sure, yeah.
Eagles
An eagle
pick
might
them up
get
and feed them to the eaglets. Let's see, where were we?
Boy, can you see like 5 or 6 eaglets going mad on a chihuahua's body?
What is wrong with you?
Now there's
boy,
something.
that's
something.
nature for you,
Yes,
isn't it?
you're darn right.
Okay.
That's circle of life.
Let's get
Tom.
back to Christy Lee. What have we missed over there?
You talked about this before the break. Singer Kesha has said she's using so-called butt masks during her quarantine self-care routine.
Really?
Writing for Refinery 29, Kesha said isolation has brought her back to the basics and allowed her to evaluate what she needs in her life.
I can't think of anybody who needs something. Could keep that butt safe more than
In addition to promoting a micro-needling roller, collagen sheet masks, and bubble baths, Kesha said she's been using butt masks from a company called Bawdy, B-A-W-D-Y, that at the end of the night bring her happiness. Apparently, it helps having someone to put it on your butt, so that's another perk of being quarantined with your boyfriend.
Okay.
And according to Bawdy's website, they offer a variety of butt masks that promise benefits such as hydration and toning, brightening and rejuvenation, retexturizing and detoxifying, as well as firming and illumination.
So what? This is the skin on your rear.
Yes, a single butt mask, which comes with a sheet for each cheek. Oh, so you don't have to paint it on. You just slap a little sheet on there.
Okay, so then it doesn't cover any cracks. or
Right.
holes.
Costs $9.
Comes with a sheet.
Yeah, like a sheet, like a...
Okay. That's it.
Yeah,
I know.
You've got sheet on your butt.
I've got to do something about my butt because it's it's got a crack in it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Broken.
Spackle that up.
Bawdy also offers butt sticks.
Butt sticks.
Mm-hmm. One is a CBD-infused butt balm that promises to moisturize skin, leaving you with a more youthful looking,
do you put it on
chilled
like
out glute.
chapstick, or do
Yeah.
you
Must be
insert
like
it?
a glue stick type
Yes.
thing. You just, yeah, I originally thought insertion. But I always do whenever something's mentioned. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever the. Okay.
And then there's the clay butt mask that purifies, detoxifies, and firms your butt skin. That's probably a paint-on kind that you let dry and then
But you said
wash
her
off.
boyfriend applies this.
Yes.
Clay butt mask was mentioned in the Kennedy conspiracy in New Orleans, wasn't it? Oh, no, that's Clay Bertram.
That's right, yeah. Isn't Clay Butt Mask Clay Aiken's nickname?
There it is. See?
That's
So
a
would
joke.
Would you put a butt mask on your girlfriend, Tom?
If she asked.
I don't think that would happen.
Tommy, will you help me apply this butt mask?
So, because you couldn't put it on yourself, I guess, could you?
You could. It'd be a little more difficult, though.
So
I mean,
her
if it's
boyfriend
just a sheet.
applies it with one hand.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because he's playing with himself.
If you have bad flatulence, it immediately becomes a gas mask. That was cute.
Yeah, I like it. That's kind of the hot diggity dog-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm coming out. I'm coming out right now on the radio. I am a Kesha fan.
I love Kesha.
love her music.
Me too.
I would know a Kesha song if it hit me
Oh,
in the ears.
yeah, you would.
Would I?
Yeah.
If you go deep with her, she's really good.
I know her. I know her behind. That's all I know.
Isn't she the
She
one?
brushes her teeth with bourbon, isn't it? Or whiskey
Isn't
or
the
something?
isn't
With a
the
bottle
S
of Jack, yeah.
Isn't the
Yeah.
S a
Thank
dollar
you.
sign? Isn't that?
Yeah, but I've
Yes.
seen that used less. So maybe she,
Has outgrown that a little
yeah,
bit.
she either got rid of it or the writers went, we're not doing that.
The braggadocio that.
Kesha's not the only one who's making news in the skincare world.
All right.
Marilyn Monroe's star power has carried on in the decade since her death.
How's her
So
skin
have
these
many
days?
of the beauty products she used in her personalized regime.
Boy, ain't that the truth.
Some of them are displayed in the exhibit called Pink Jungle, 1950s Makeup in America.
Oh, man, you'd hack through that pink jungle, huh, Joshy?
Yeah.
The exhibit at the Makeup Museum, which I'm sure you guys are all going to go visit, has revealed the actress's prescription skincare routine.
A vial of Kennedy seed.
2 of the products are still on the
That's
market.
known as the JFK facial. I believe.
Bobby and Jack.
After all these years. Also on display, a document dated March 17th, 1959, in which dermatologist Erno Laszlo wrote out detailed skincare instructions for every step of Marilyn's day.
I'm glad to see that all the closures in this country, the Makeup Museum is able to,
to have a new exhibit.
Yeah, they haven't been affected by the virus. That's good.
Let's
We're
put
keeping them open.
let them get back to work.
Well, they
for
don't have
God's
to worry.
sake.
I'm sure they don't have to worry about
social distancing.
Yeah.
That's where I was going, Chick.
8 people in the building, probably.
Yeah,
year.
they're probably all drag queens.
Nothing wrong with that.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying.
You can donate to the Makeup Museum.
You can?
Yeah, they've got a foundation.
There's a huge cover-up, though. Have you heard about it?
Okay, well, good to know. Now, we got a couple more requests here for things that may be obscure. This is something that happened live and somewhat spontaneously a few years back involving a convention. And we always get these great stories about these really cool conventions. This comes to us from Mr. Lowe, who wants to hear about the ventriloquists convention. And here's what happened.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual ventriloquist convention. 400 people and plenty of wooden heads have gathered for the annual do. Serious business, so there are seminars on ventriloquism history, creating character voices, and making and manipulating your figures.
Making them do your bidding.
Manipulating your figures.
Mm-hmm.
How to pick up girls with a dummy. Hey, I not
A
really like that.
ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom show. I'm sorry? What did you say?
Something Kentucky.
I got that much.
Or are you calling from the
Kentucky.
from the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not living on this.
I can tell. We can tell. I can tell your lips are pretty still there. What's your name?
My name is Jimmy.
Jimmy.
No,
And
Jimmy.
huh?
It's Jimmy.
Judy.
No, it's Jimmy.
Jerry.
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 What's the name of your partner?
Timmy. It's really.
Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand him the phone.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
And now I'd like to present my partner, Timmy.
If only we could see this great
So
act.
Timmy is the dummy.
That's right. I'm not the dummy. He's the dummy.
Oh, you're not the dummy. He's the dummy.
Well,
Oh, you guys are so funny.
Boy, that's great.
Now I'll take a glass of water while talking to you.
We're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay,
great.
go ahead. Timmy, could we speak to Jerry again? Jerry?
I have to call you back.
Not sure who that was at the end, Jerry.
Live from the.
Okay, I looked up this Kesha
Kesha? Yeah.
and the butt masks. This is really quite interesting. So it's a facial for your rear end.
It's just like those
hi, welcome
masks
to the story.
that you buy.
Good to have you.
Yeah.
Have you ever had one of these, Christy?
A butt mask? No, I've done the facial part. Where you put the sheet over you, it looks like you're a zombie or something.
Up against a butt?
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I just think it's kind of interesting.
I don't really see my butt, so I don't really worry about what it looks like. To be honest, don't care.
All right. It reminds me of the of the old West.
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Really? How is that?
Well, because this picture, it looks. Have you seen this stuff?
I have not.
It looks kind of silvery.
Oh, okay.
And it's a mask, so I'm just sort of envisioning who was that? Who was that masked butt?
Oh,
A-hole Silver.
away!
Oh yeah, the Ohio
Lone Rump Ranger.
Yes, a classic certainly. Now, Josh isn't just sitting in any chair.
No.
On Monday, that's going to officially become the OrangeInsoles.com sidekick chair.
You got a sign coming and everything.
I've been wearing these for years. I love them, chick. Love them.
That's why they chose you. Tell me more about Orange Insoles.
Right about now, when things are out of control, your health and fitness are up to you. You can take this time to get in shape, and a better, healthier you. Get moving. It's easy, especially with OrangeInsoles.com. Just put one foot in front of the other. If you're experiencing sore feet due to plantar fasciitis, back or knee pain, hip pain, improper alignment in your gait, it's your foundation, your feet, people. Wake up. A supportive insole from Orange Insoles may indeed help you. Just go to orangeinsoles.com. It's easy to navigate, and they'll help you choose the correct insole based on your intended activity. Let's say work boots, casual boots, eagle watching boots, tennis shoes.
These days, dog walking shoes.
Orange Insoles.
For mile after mile.
Got them all at orangeinsoles.com, and the 60-day We Want You to Be Happy guarantee.
They don't have any for brake shoes.
No, that'd be for a car.
Yeah.
Brake shoes. But thanks, Josh.
You're welcome.
From the Orange Insoles
Yeah, why don't
Sidekick
you
Day.
suggest that to them? Maybe call them up during their next meeting.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let me.
Orange Insoles with you every step of the way. That's orangeinsoles.com.
You're going to feel better from the bottom up.
Yes,
It's all about your foundation.
So important.
All righty. Now, I'm just looking at this picture. I just can't help but shout out, A-hole Silver! Away! Guess that's really not part of the contemporary conversation, is it, The Lone Ranger?
No,
not really.
Not at all.
Didn't that movie, wasn't that just an absolute disaster?
It was a bomb. Yeah, it bombed.
Wasn't it an Army Hammer? And,
Yes.
was he
Johnny Depp as.
Two cuties. How did that fail?
Well, maybe casting Johnny Depp as a Native American was a little bit, I don't know, tone deaf.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Certainly was.
Okay. Now, we obviously should have cast some politicians from Massachusetts. We have.
Once again, no, please.
Okay.
Try to be political.
Give me what have you got in the way of a teaser over there, Christy?
We have otters that juggle. We have Thai elephants out of work due to coronavirus. We have more on that darn bug, that big bee, that murder hornet, and that darn bug. And, of course,
That
mermaids.
sounds like a Disney movie.
It does,
That darn
with a
bug.
Volkswagen that won't start.
With Dean Jones and Michelle Lee.
That darn bug.
We'll have trouble getting Dean. Coming up, comedian Frank Caliendo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, right now with these stay-at-home orders, might be a good time to check out Bob and Tom's VIP premium membership. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, how about full access right now, including all of the Bob and Tom archives, the complete album library. Plus, you can tune in to the Bob and Tom Show and watch the live 7-camera video stream of the show as it happens. What is Josh Arnold wearing today? Plus, you can listen to the Bob and Tom Show commercial-free and on demand with our daily podcast. You don't have to listen in the morning. You can listen whenever you want, on the front porch, in the backyard, in the front yard, up in the attic, down in the basement, anywhere around your house since you are staying at home with the family. Bob and Tom 24/7. Check it out today.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. An appeals court in New York has ruled that Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee was his creation. Quite a blow to a one-time collaborator who helped direct the first episode. Christian Charles claimed he hatched the idea and that he should have a cut of some of the money the show has made since it was bought by Netflix. A lower court had already rejected the claim, and now an appeals court agrees. The song Axl Rose wrote about Don Everly's daughters now being turned into a children's book. Sweet Child O' Mine will come out September 1st. The cover shows a guitarist holding hands with a little girl as they walk through sunflowers. The book is described as a vivid, heartfelt picture book about a child's wondrous discovery that music is everywhere around us. And Katy Perry, an expectant mom, will sing Baby Mine from Dumbo on the second edition of Disney Family Sing-Along, which airs on ABC Sunday, Mother's Day. John Legend and Jennifer Hudson will sing Beauty and the Beast, while Christina Aguilera will help out Miguel on Remember Me. The special features celebrities singing Disney songs from their homes. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Well, since the hockey season's been postponed, nobody has seen our local Zamboni driver lately.
Oh.
I have a feeling he'll resurface eventually.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Today is every Monday, a morning college lecture. Taking notes on Socrates and other useless crap. From Kierkegaard to Nietzsche and all those stupid douchebags who couldn't find their asses with a flashlight and a map. I've heard it all before. I failed this class last year. I know exactly what this lecture needs. A wet t-shirt contest with the girls from Master Beta, the Kappas and the Thetas, and that redhead in my row. We'll spray them with cold water, they'll jiggle and read Plato. I'll cheer them on as Aristotle Jr. starts to grow. That's when I wake up. Monday mornings suck. Monday.
Let's see. Let's call it 8:19 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Christy Lee has an update in the weather forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. We have morning showers leaving around noon, then sunshine this afternoon, breezy high 55. Clear tonight. We do have a freeze warning in effect down to 28. Sunshine Saturday, 58 degrees. Sunday, windy, chance for afternoon showers and a high of 60 Mother's Day. 50 currently.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy. Yikes, 28 tonight?
Yep.
What's going on?
That's really stupid.
It is stupid. Glad I didn't plant my flowers yet.
Okay, now we were talking about this earlier.
You didn't get your flowers in, did you? You got flowers out? You
Gotta
planted
wait
flowers?
till May 10th.
Tom,
That's
you got
always
flowers
been
out?
a rule.
I have some stuff going on.
Well, they're going to die. They'll freeze,
You gotta
Tom.
cover them up.
You got tulips?
Put a sheet on them.
Yeah, I got tulips and an organ. I know the joke. This is obscure.
Yeah.
This came up earlier today, and we actually found it. Here we go.
Rubber up for safety, rubber up.
Oh, yeah.
Keep your condoms handy, always rubber up. Put your mind at ease when you spread those. Keep your condoms handy, everybody rubber up.
In cooperation with state and local authorities, we at the Northside Travel Club urge you to practice safe sex. We do 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day.
Don that rubber skin for you right in. Keep those condoms handy, everybody rubber up.
You remember Waylon and Madam were in here one morning, and we played that, and Waylon went bananas for it. He loved it. Couldn't stop laughing. Remember that? Madam had less of a reaction, but she seemed pleased as well.
Yes.
I see.
He was really funny, and he was also very funny off the air.
Very flamboyant.
Had that weird puppet with the sticks.
Yeah, that thing was
love
weird.
puppets.
That was very cool. I know. I loved it. It was great. Incredibly obscure. A thing that we dug up today. Thank you very much, Dean. Now let's get back to the action, shall we? This is the Bob and Tom Show. I look around the room. I see Ace Cosby, our engineer, proprietor of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, brought to you by IHateStevenSinger.com for the finest in jewelry. Chick McGee, of course, at the CrazyCockWine.com sports desk. It's real. Check it out. Go to CrazyCockWine.com. Ask your liquor store to start carrying it. There's Josh over there. That's Christy Lee.
Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom.
There you go. She's got her own room. This is Tom speaking, and that's Pat Godwin down the hallway and around the corner. And
Where fudge is made? No.
Right there at the Fudge Factory.
Oh, is that what we're going to call that room now? The
Well,
Fudge
it's
Factory?
right across from the men's room, so he's got quite the view.
That's it now, Godwin. You're in the Fudge Factory.
That's pretty accurate.
I do have a view. A view of the
Yeah, you're in a studio that's directly across from the men's room, and the door is propped open because we're trying to have a minimum of touching of doorknobs around here.
That's funny. Has anybody ever referred to a bathroom as a room with a few?
I just did, but it sounds like it's been done before, right?
I think it was original with you as far as I'm concerned.
Same here.
It's very fine.
A room with a few.
Certainly appreciate
Very, very fine.
Now, we're going to get back to the action with Christy Lee. What else is going on over there, Christy?
Well, mermaids have returned to a Montana tiki bar as it reopens to the public. In preparation for reopening, Sandra Thayers owner of the O'Hare Motor Inn and Sip and Dip Lounge in Great Falls, Montana.
Is there a Ricky's Tiki Tavern?
Probably.
That's not this one.
It's a room with a few.
Okay.
She contacted regulators for guidance on whether mermaid shows could resume. Though the governor, Steve Bullock's office, said yes, the Cascade County Health Department initially said no, before finally agreeing to allowing just one mermaid in the pool at a time.
Cascade County, where the dishwashing liquid comes from.
No, of course.
There are usually two mermaids
killing
that
it over
swim
here.
in
You
the
guys are
motel's
sitting on
pool,
your asses.
which can be seen through a window
Come on in,
the
the water's fine.
Tiki Bar's back wall.
So I love those places where they have the bar has the glass wall.
And you can see into the
I've never been
aquarium.
Yeah, there's
the pool.
what was the show that was featured on? It was called Magic City, and it took
they had
place
one of
in
those?
Miami, and they had one of those bars where the
Women would swim by?
yeah the mermaids are down below, and I have read that the safest place that swimming pools, when properly chlorinated, cannot.
That would make sense, I would think.
No COVID-19 in them.
Mermaids get 1 4-hour shift per week, with the first mermaid scheduled to return to work. It was Wednesday night. Boy, it'd be a little chilly right now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, you got a frozen mermaid on your hand.
Yeah.
I would assume that they heat the.
Yeah, I would hope for the mermaid's sake.
Maybe it's an indoor pool.
Okay. Now, Josh, your mermaid preference: top half fish or bottom half?
I didn't know there's not a preference, is there? You got to have the.
Oh, top half is I want the fish.
The top half, you want fish?
Oh, I've always wanted to make out with a fish.
There are clearly going to be advantages.
Big mouth bass.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what you're into.
Okay.
Talk about a mouth, huh?
I got a worm for you.
Let me hook you.
I hate to interrupt you guys, but we have a special guest.
We have a special guest.
Yeah, look at your screen there, buddy.
My gosh.
Oh, holy moly.
There's my son Willie again.
Little Willie.
Good morning. Willie is social distancing in Chicago by himself in an apartment. I can see the lights streaming in, Willie. Looking good.
Yeah. It's a beautiful morning up here.
Now-
It's sunny there.
Yes.
Lucky.
Yes,
You're
it
lucky.
is.
I noticed that yesterday you mentioned that you were going to be folding your laundry. Did you get that done?
I'm happy to report the laundry has been folded. We did it.
How about
Only
put
took a
away?
week. Oh, no, it's put away, the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
You.
I hung some things. I folded some things. I put things in little cabinets. It was very impressive.
All right.
I've never
Nice.
seen your apartment. You have furniture?
I have a couch. I have a desk. I have a chair. And I got another chair.
And a bed, right?
Yeah, I have a
where,
bed too.
So where do you put the clothes when you fold them?
Dresser?
Just in the closet. Yeah, there's I have a little closet. And there's they have like a little.
Oh, it's built in.
Cubbies?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
didn't.
we can do. If you want the full tour, we can do the full tour. It'll be a pretty fun morning.
Well, last time we did the tour, we saw an array of marijuana smoking devices, as I recall.
Oh,
In the
yeah.
kitchen.
You have
Those
to
are
have
kind of
a-
hit. I got this new little rolling tray now. So now I'm smoking joints now. It's
Look
the new
at
thing.
you.
Oh, look at that.
Pretty fun.
You
little
know
accessories.
this story. Tom, my dad had one of those little rolling machines that had a leather strap
It was
on
like
it.
red in the
I got it right
center.
here.
Yeah.
I got one right here.
Oh,
yeah,
look
yeah,
at that.
It would, you put the paper in, and then you sprinkle the tobacco, and then you wang it down one way and the other, and it rolls it right up. Yeah.
Yep, I am not sprinkling in tobacco though. But yeah.
Your
Right.
dad rolled his own.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Now,
Sit and watch laughing. And
but you've quit smoking cigarettes, is that correct?
I've quit smoking cigarettes. I'm off them. Who needs them?
But have you completely replaced it with pot? I don't think this is a win for anybody here, or for your
I think
lungs.
it's a pretty big win for me. I don't know. Cigarettes are bad, right? That's what we've heard. Cigarettes are bad, and weed is good. Weed is medicine. That's what they're telling me.
Oh, no marijuana smoke is any better for your lungs, though, is it?
I don't know. I feel like it's pretty good. A lot of celebrities in Hollywood like it. So
I see. Well,
think
that's the test, of course. Now, have you already indulged in the so-called reefer this
The
morning?
wake and bake?
Yes, I did indulge in the reefer. That's how I said. I woke up and I indulged in the reefer.
What is the
take the edge off, get you even?
I've always
there you go.
Now, what is the current parlance? How would you mention this to one of your buddies? Do you want to come over? What would you say?
Oh, I feel like there's definitely the term wake and bake is a thing. Wake and bake.
But how do you refer to the actual marijuana product?
And I helped.
I don't know. I think everyone just says weed, right?
I'm
I think everyone
asking.
just says
I
weed.
think so, yeah.
I don't think anyone says reefer. I don't think anyone says kush, really. Maybe if they're joking, they'll say it. But yeah, it's just like, hey, want to go smoke some weed? Smoke a joint?
You got any weed?
So you have some kush?
So that parlance has pretty much carried over for quite some time.
Yeah, I think so.
So you live in a state where it's legal, and are the stores still open? You can go in and purchase.
I was on a walk the other day, and I saw a guy like kind of sketchily standing outside, and then a guy walked out and he handed him a thing, and it was funny to see a legal drug deal happen on the street.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah. Okay.
It's a curbside pickup situation.
Okay, I love that. Now, what are the names of the products that you currently have there? Do they have pharmaceutical labels on them?
There's one here called Skittles, and there's sort of a fake rip-off Skittles label, and then I have another one called Mai Tai.
They both sound sweet.
I have another 2 strains in a lie if you guys want to play that again. Pretty fun game.
You got it. Okay, now what are the rules again?
So I'm going to say 3 strain names, and 2 of these are real strains, and 1 is a lie, like the game 2 Truths and a Lie.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here we go. 9-pound hammer, that's 1.
Right.
Roller Disco Devils is 2.
Right.
And Redheaded Stranger is 3.
Okay, now, Redheaded Stranger, I assume, is a reference to Willie Nelson, because that's one of his album titles.
Right.
And he has a marijuana line, so I think that's probably marijuana. What were the other 2?
9-pound hammer and Roller Disco Devils.
I'm going to say 9-pound hammer.
Is which? That's a...
It's not marijuana.
I'm going to say Roller Disco Devils is not marijuana.
Yes. Okay. So 9-pound hammer is an indica strain,
darn.
and Roller Disco Devils was from a Hostess fruit pie ad with a Marvel comic books in the hole.
But that's a great name. You should start a strain of marijuana called that.
Yeah.
Roller Disco Devils.
Roller Disco Devils. Love it.
Yeah, this is like you can never tell the difference between the names of horses and the racehorses and the names of rock bands. It's very tough to figure out which is which. Okay, you got another quiz for us?
Well, yeah, because yesterday you guys got Cheech Chong and Chimichangas pretty easy,
Yeah.
so I made kind of a harder quiz for you guys.
All right, so you have a tougher
now,
one. Yeah.
Is this multiple choice? How does this work?
It's multiple choice. Yep, 3 questions, and there's 3 options, and it's not Cheech Chong and Chimichangas. This time it's Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, or Corn Dogs.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Wait a minute. Who's Nate Dogg?
Hey,
Go ahead, yeah.
Was he with Regulators? Did he do part?
He's a rapper.
He's somebody's cousin.
Nate Dogg, he's affiliated with a lot of like gangsta funk and gangsta rap of like West Coast rapping, kind of similar to Snoop Dogg, to be honest.
Well, so go ahead. Let's do the quiz.
Okay, so this is an example. Hey, smoke weed every day. This entertainer famously sang these last lines of Dr. Dre's The Next Episode.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be Snoop. Yeah.
Actually, Nate Dogg.
Oh, okay.
Look at that.
All right.
I took a harder quiz today.
That is harder, yeah.
It's really hard. Okay, so next. Similar to P. Diddy, this rapper has publicly changed his names several times, but always has maintained his love of marijuana.
That's got to be Snoop.
That's got to be Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Lion. That's Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, the Snoop Lion thing didn't really catch on.
Yeah.
They never catch on. So this is the final question.
Okay.
This deep-fried sausage on a stick was introduced at the Texas State Fair.
Oh, the Texas State
Oh,
Fair.
it has to be a corn dog.
I thought I knew it until you threw in introduced to the
Yeah.
Texas State
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay, I'll go with corn dog.
Yeah,
Is
I would too.
Okay.
It's actually Nate Dogg.
That's weird. Nobody saw that.
Nope, it's corn dogs. I messed up. It's corn dogs.
Okay.
Definitely corn
What if
dogs.
it was a Nathan's corn dog?
Now, here's a fun fact about Josh Arnold, our buddy Josh Arnold. You don't care for corn dogs.
I don't, and I tried one recently. I've never liked them, and then last year at a state fair, I went, you know what? I might be wrong here, and I ate it, and it's not that I hated it. I just didn't care. It meant nothing to me. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't dislike it.
Have you had corn dog bites?
I have.
Oh,
and,
those are so good.
They're just not for me.
Too doughy for you?
Well, a lot of people don't put any thought into the cornmeal, and that's where the money is in that treat is the corn.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I'm not that impressed by them. Isn't that weird?
All right, that is odd.
Yeah.
Well, Willie, I'm glad you're doing well. Thanks for the quiz. And I
May I ask
understand-
Willie a question?
Go ahead.
What's your favorite go-to food when you're feeling really well?
I've been eating like a lot of like tacos, like shredded chicken tacos, or like massive, just big salads in a big bowl. But if I'm going, definitely chicken wings. You gotta get chicken wings.
Cool.
I think chicken wings. It's my favorite food in the entire world.
All right.
I feel like a monster because I'm just tearing a small animal apart.
Hey, Dad, you hear that? If he's going, he's going to have some chicken wings.
Have you
I'm
ever?
juiced up, shit.
Have I ever in your life cooked you chicken wings?
No, you cook a lot of great spaghetti though.
Thank you very much, Russia.
Well, you
have a
cook great
question?
chicken.
Yes. Hard shell or soft shell tacos?
Soft shell tacos.
Well, that just shows that just shows your immaturity, Willie.
Wrong. Or do you know this? You know the soft shell, and then you put a little melted cheese in the hard shell. You put it in there, and then you do a super taco. That is
like a double decker.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You take a soft taco and cram it into a hard taco?
Vice versa.
No, cram it in. It's art. It's delicate.
What do you do now?
I would put the soft shell on the outside
Of the hard shell
That way, when the
taco.
hard shell.
What you do is, Tom.
Oh, no, that's it. Josh is right. That's what you do. I said
You
it wrong.
take the soft taco, bean dip,
right,
hard
and
taco,
cheese if you want, yeah.
bean dip, cheese, the whole thing. Wrap it around, dunk meat in there, and then do the whole thing.
I may have to try that. No, I have
Taco
switched.
Bell really lost me when they got rid of the double decker taco because that's what they used to sell, and it was
Because
so good.
I have switched to the hard taco recently. When we do taco night, we did taco night on Tuesday because, of course, it was Cinco de Mayo.
Sure.
And Cinco de Mayo, not Sicko de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, of course, is always the second Tuesday in May.
Right.
What the hell's wrong with you?
And it was delicious. So, well, thank you. Now, Pat has been working on a theme song for your show, Willie.
Wait a minute, before we let Willie go, I don't know if you've heard about this in Chicago, Willie, but we've got an eagle family here. By your house, an eagle's
my
nest.
God.
And some
Chick,
eaglets.
I got 6 texts about the eagle 2 days ago. I got all the photos before everybody.
Oh yeah. I have no doubt that.
Willie,
happened.
if you walk down to the bottom of the driveway at my house,
God.
you know what I'm talking about, and you walk almost to the river.
I've been listening. I heard.
If you look to the left, there's this giant eagle's nest. And one of our neighbors, Sylvia, took all these pictures of these incredibly cool eagles.
Area man sees eagle's nest, and it's Tom being interviewed by the news. Well, I was just walking there at the end of my driveway.
Have you gone to see the eagles yet?
Just amazing.
I don't know what's wrong with all you commie socialists. Here in America, the eagle's a symbol of freedom, and I think it's important that the eagle's making a
Willie
big
got
comeback.
6 texts about the eagle.
Will you stop bothering people?
Hey, if you don't want to see eagle, that's
Leave
fine.
us alone, will
you, Josh. I'm sure we can get you some expat papers. You can move to China and serve bats
Blocking
to your
you right
fellow
now.
Reds, and read about Marx and Lenin and take away all your freedom.
Blockity, block.
Willie, we enjoyed your visit today very much.
Willie, if you were
Thank you.
allowed back
Thank
in my house, which you're not,
There we go.
you could come. Well, you could come over, but you'd have to keep your distance from everybody. But I can show you the eagles if
Great.
you want.
Thank you so
You
much.
can actually see them from the parkway. You don't even have to come over to the neighborhood.
Yeah, don't come visit your dad.
No,
you need to
God,
come
no.
and see
God
the
forbid.
Eagles. Yeah, that's what you need to do.
No, he's not allowed
and
in the
your
house.
sisters and
No one's allowed in my house. We're social distancing.
I heard
All right.
so.
You have issues here. Okay. Now we have a new theme song, Pat.
I always heard that his pot was top shelf.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Why is that echoing?
I have no idea why.
Do it again. Try it again.
I always heard.
There we go.
There you go.
I always heard that his pot was top shelf. But I don't touch that stuff myself. But I love a good Pall Mall or a Marlboro, my friend. But I'm never smoking cigarettes with Willie again.
Well, thank you very kindly.
Very kindly, sir.
This isn't a joke. Yesterday, I saw 2 guys smoking cigarettes at the side of the street when I was driving, and I had a pack of Marlboros that I found in my car that I didn't know was there, and I pulled over and I just threw it to them because I had to get rid of it. Like, you guys
Probably
want
made
these? I
their
can't
day.
have them.
Well
they can't
done.
be around here.
Well done.
So you're like the Johnny Appleweed of tobacco.
They're regular cigarettes he's throwing out.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm glad you got your rolling machine.
Oh, yeah. No, it's great. It's great. It's making things way more efficient up here.
Hey, Pat, when you started that the first time, it was like I don't know if you could hear it in your headphones, but it was like the Lou Gehrig version.
Yes, it was.
Today, I consider myself. Well, we have a little tribute to corn dogs before we go.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Willie, we'll see you. We'll talk to you this afternoon. Thanks
Bye,
for calling.
Willie.
Have a great morning, y'all.
Please
See you,
work out. Can you work on one of those quizzes again for Monday? Those are really tough. I know.
I've got a few more. I've got Seth Rogen, Joe Rogan, or Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
I've got Reno's 911, Thomas Lennon, John Lennon, or Clean Linens, the candle. So
I'm ready to hear it.
I like it all. I like it all.
We'll come back with our corn dog tribute. Right now, I want to remind you about your car.
Car Shield, baby. Cars aren't really cars anymore. They're rolling computers, electronically controlled transmissions, touchscreen displays, dozens and dozens of sensors as far as the eye can see. You can't fix any of that stuff. So not if, but when something breaks, it might cost you a fortune. So now is not the time for expensive repairs, especially now. That's why we recommend Car Shield. They have affordable protection plans, save you thousands for a covered repair, including computers, GPS, electronics, and much more. Options others won't with Car Shield. You get to choose your favorite mechanic or dealership to do the work, and Car Shield will take care of the rest. Plus, they offer complimentary 24/7 roadside assistance and a rental car while yours is being fixed. Car Shield helped over 1 million customers drive with confidence knowing you have coverage from America's #1 auto protection provider. For as low as $99 a month, protect yourself from surprises and save thousands for a covered repair. Call 800-CARS-6000, mention the code TOM, or visit carshield.com and use the code TOM to save 10%. That's carshield.com, code TOM. A deductible may apply.
Thank you very much. Coming up, a little bit of Rodney Carrington and a chat with the great comedian Frank Caliendo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Everyone knows for the place to check out everything Bob and Tom, there is one spot on the intranet. It is bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to all of our social media sites. We know you kids love your social media. Of course, much, much more. Don't forget, you can always email us, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. If you'd like to request a comedian, a bit, a song, something you haven't heard in a while or would like to hear again, we'll see if we can't get it on for you via request at bobandtom@bobandtom.com.
I'm Chick McGee from the CrazyCockwine.com Sports Desk, and this is your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The NFL's annual kickoff game will feature the Kansas City Chiefs' defense of their Super Bowl championship by hosting the Houston Texans on September 10th. That's, of course, pending developments in the pandemic. The Texans won a regular season game at Arrowhead in 2019 and then blew that 24-0 lead in the divisional round of the playoffs as the Chiefs went on to be Super Bowl champions. Canadian Football League Commissioner Randy Ambrosie says the most likely scenario is to cancel the Canadian Football League season because of the virus. Ambrosie made the admission yesterday to lawmakers in Ottawa. Last week, the CFL requested up to $150 million Canadian in assistance from the federal government. Ambrosie said the league's future is very much in jeopardy. And the lawyer for the wife of Baltimore Ravens safety Earl Thomas says she's being subjected to an unfounded ongoing investigation by Texas police after she allegedly pointed a loaded gun at her husband's head upon finding him in bed in a compromising position with another woman. According to a police affidavit, Nina Thomas admitted to pointing the pistol at Earl's head with the intent to scare him. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Have you noticed you can't get hand soap?
Yeah, it's hard.
Right. It's really hard to get it. The only thing they have available is like really high-end hand soap.
Yes.
And it's, for lack of a better word, the the flavors that didn't work out.
Yeah,
You know, it's like,
absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, oh, lavender and mackerel.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom, well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Comedian Renee Hicks has joined us in the studio.
Morning, Renee.
Good morning.
Quite the sportswoman, I can
Oh,
tell
yes,
from your
yes. And we were
conversation.
talking about the WNBA. I just want to know, like, will there be, like, feminine hygiene commercials, like, sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that
Mhm.
because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, "Oh, girl, I ain't seen you to." Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn. So I don't ever want to see that.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a so you know where I'm going.
This is like baby world now.
Oh, yeah.
With these two young dads here. But I think we may have two kind of opposing viewpoints here.
No, I'm a very hands-on dad. That's why I hate both my kids. If I wasn't around them, I'd be like, hey, my kids are great.
He's absolutely
But I'm
right.
with them all the time.
The dads that come, oh, it's great. Those are ones that don't do anything.
That's right. Those are the ones that play golf. When you watch your kid at 4 a.m., you can't really love her anymore. Especially a second kid. The first kid I love. This is like, the second one's like a pet we got for the first one, honestly. It's the way
It's
that
like having a dog and getting another dog.
Getting another dog so that both dogs will leave you alone.
Right, right.
My wife wanted a kid, and I was like, all right. And I wanted her to shut up for 5 minutes, so I made a person.
Wow.
That's what happened. That's how it works. A person exists because I just wanted the noise to stop. Now to stop.
Wait a minute.
That kind of backfired, didn't it? Yeah.
No, it's
So you're doing it wrong then.
You guys can't see the camera, but Christy just
I have very
like she was
small
getting ready to
hands.
eat a giant Subway sandwich.
Right. Yeah, by the
At
way,
a 60
Christy,
degree
I
angle.
think maybe the reason it's been a while since you had a date is if that's your standard, we're going to need a horse.
No. Oh my gosh. No.
Did you see her hands?
Yeah, she
does very
looks
well
like she
for
was holding
herself.
She was
holding a
about to
football.
drop whatever she was imagining because the grasp was so wide.
I was thinking
with
of
her.
a sausage roll.
Yeah.
Well,
Not
okay.
a penis.
Well, all right.
Show us how you hold the penis.
Do the penis hold, Christy.
Now we're going to...
8:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
This is no time for frivolity. Did you hear that announcement? You could be a big winner. Pay attention. It'll be coming up again today on Q95. Right now, 28 degrees tonight. Are you kidding me, Christy?
Not kidding. Q95, Fox 59 weather. Morning showers, afternoon sunshine, breezy today, high 55. And as Tom mentioned, freeze warning in effect for tonight. Clear skies down to 28. Sunny 58 Saturday. Chance for afternoon showers on Sunday with a high of 60. We have 50 and rain right now.
Oh, great.
Listen to this, Tom. Rain.
Oh, yeah.
It's only a flesh wound, you pussy. Sorry. Where was I? Oh, I know. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. A little bit of Larry Crane for you there. That is some nice guitar, Larry. Let's see now. Where was I?
He's very good.
Chick McGee is across the way. I can see him from here.
Did you ever tell you my Larry Crane story?
Oh, can you save it for a second? He's at the crazycockwine.com sports desk for now. Christy Lee is through the glass at the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk.
Hi,
This is
everybody.
Tom speaking. That's Josh. In what it will soon be named the OrangeInsoles.com sidekick chair. I'm so excited about that.
Me too.
And then Ace Cosby, he's got a name.
Yeah, Ace Cosby.
I got a name.
Well, there's that. And then it's also...
Well, then he does Ace Cosby joke of the day. Unless you call it a joke, he says it's an observation. Then if you call it an observation, he'll tell you it's a joke. So kiss my ass, Ace.
It is chicky.
It's the Steve.
back to you,
It's the IHateStevensinger.com joke of the day. Pat Godwin is around the corner in the building, right across from the men's room.
Don't say it.
In the Fudge Factory.
Around the corner.
Room with a few.
I just had to go pee, and I could hear Pat in there doing
Sure.
something. So yeah, it's the doors are propped open, so we don't have to touch the door handles.
Well, you could look at it. I could that you could look at it that way. You get serenaded every time you go to the bathroom.
We saw your wiener.
Isn't that the last stop for Mr. Godwin playing guitar in a men's room?
Busking in the first and last stop. That's his new album, Busking in the Head.
That's right.
That's a great title.
Goodbye, Yellow Brick. Piss. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Aw, Pat.
Where are the bowels of society?
So Josh and I went to a restaurant and got him singing in the bathroom. That's
Poor guy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've lost my place. Oh, I know. We were talking for some reason about corn dogs.
Because your son brought it up.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Corn dog, Snoop Dogg, or Nate Dogg.
That's
remember?
right.
I love a corn dog.
And
I
corn
do
dog,
too.
I believe, was the answer to question 3. Here's a just over 41 seconds of corn dog love.
I saw her standing in a corner with a corn dog in her hand. By the way she took the first bite, I knew I was her man.
Yeah.
Never mind the lazy eye, she's got that looks off to the right. She can see behind her when there's danger at night. We got a corn dog love, rub-a-dub-dub, sitting in a tub. It's a kind of love that Daddy's been dreaming of. Corn dog love. Corn dog love.
Thank you, Rodney. Rodney Carrington is a little tribute to corn dogs. Yes, sir.
We have an email. Dear Josh and Chick.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
ma'am, whoever.
You guys are right. Nothing says America like a middle-aged white guy talking about eagles in his gated community. Signed, yours in communism. Jake from Illinois. Good morning, comrade.
Well, Jake.
Here it comes, Jake.
It's always good to hear from the proletariat.
They're visible from the other side of the river.
Yes, of course.
For us poor folk.
I couldn't tell the other side of the river, but never actually supposed to be in there.
Just a stack of people who are loving the pictures of the eagles on our website.
Somebody else emailed that you should listen to the show later and do a shot every time Tom says the word eagle.
Well, I'm trying to get people to go to the Bob and Tom social media platforms to register to win those Raycon earbuds.
Well,
That's
then
right.
why don't you tell them that instead of talking about eagles?
Yeah, tell them there are pictures of naked chicks.
Yeah, get him. You want to go to the
Here's a
website.
shaky photo of
here's
a bird's head sticking out of
it's a quiz. Are these Christie's feet or aces?
That should be pretty easy.
See my feet? Yeah, aces are bigger.
Yes, they are.
That's
Go to the YouTube and chat with Jess Hooker. She's talking to listeners. She's made a lot of friends this morning.
Okay, I'm happy to do that. Again, a couple things. Our friends, the Black Moods, as they say, dropped their new album. You can pick it up and play it if you like.
Sunshine.
And
it's called Sunshine.
That's cool. Also, we do have some cool pictures of eagles in my neighborhood, and right in this neighborhood, right around the corner.
Yes.
And a lot of people are enjoying them. They're beautiful.
Many people enjoying them.
Chick and Josh, I'm working on getting their passports renewed so they can go to China and sell bats to children for eating purposes only.
He almost said it like that. China. China.
It's fine. China. Go ahead. Spread the hate. I literally have 40 emails about these eagles right in front
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Well,
why don't you read them quietly and we'll do...
We'll
do a show.
We should conduct an experiment. Let's talk about something else that's stupid and see if we can get 40 emails on that if we do it nonstop
here's
for 3
something.
days.
Very first letter. Subject, this is from another Josh. Subject, Chick's new catchphrase.
Yeah.
How about ya?
Hey, Tom, is Chick's new catchphrase working out? I haven't heard him say it lately. I'm a fan.
All right.
Well, he likes it.
Then he goes to all caps, how about ya?
There you go.
Now, Pat, don't you have a new musical version of the How About Ya theme?
I do.
Okay.
One second.
Now, this is Chick's new catchphrase.
Caught him by surprise, Tom.
How about you? How about you? How about you? Chick McGee's new catchphrase is how about ya? How about ya?
How about
Yeah,
you?
baby.
So good.
Very good. Well, that answers your question.
I guarantee if we had a How About You t-shirt, that in a week you would sell 100.
Your thoughts?
Who knows? I know right now all of the proceeds from the Bob and Tom store are going to feed Americans through a special program. So please, if you'd like to get some Bob and Tom stuff, that's what's happening to it. It's going to a program called Feeding America.
Well, we'll wait until that's over to get the How About You shirt so we can cash in on that.
No, oh yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah,
I'll get
we don't want to
PJ
gum up our proceeds.
How About You shirt
charity.
right away. I can read a lot more mail. Almost all of it's about the Eagles.
He can't stop. He cannot stop.
Can we play a request? It's a request I have. And
Yes.
Are we ready for it?
that many of our friends on YouTube have as well.
Okay.
I don't think you are, so it's going to have to be a little bit of digging. But it's one of Chick McGee's finest moments concerning a story about baby Jessica.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh, this involves the famous baby Jessica story in which she was dropped into a well. Is that what happened?
Caught the
Or
imagination.
fell into a well in
She
Texas.
was playing
I believe
in
it
her
was.
backyard as a toddler.
Yeah.
And fell down the well. Yeah.
Well, we'll be able to dig that up in a few minutes. Thank you very much.
Right now.
Well, that's not going to be possible. Had you taken a glance to your right?
Oh, boy.
That's why I said the now right now.
Okay.
I'm being very silly.
Somebody just sent me something on Twitter saying the eaglets are going to fly out today. Do you know about that?
I have no idea. How
How do they know that? What, the Eagle mom sent out a press release?
No. That was my thought. Holly, if you're listening, how do you know that?
Why don't you
yeah.
hook up a webcam over there by the Eagles so we can see you
We could watch them all morning.
online?
Yeah.
Now you got something.
Okay, now I got a hate letter here.
Uh-oh.
What?
There are many good patriotic flag-hugging Americans that don't care for eagle excrement on their cars, lawn furniture, or picnic tables. Or their pets being taken screaming from their yards by a predatory eagle.
Screaming from their yard.
In case you can't picture an eagle flying into your windshield while you're on the way to ski in your SUV.
Man, how scary would that be? Those things
That's
are huge.
happened to someone?
It says, remember, Tom, this is, and I know this, that he's right here. Benjamin Franklin, who, as Chick would say, our greatest president,
Yes.
campaigned hard to have the turkey as the icon of patriotism.
Right.
Doesn't seem to have the same.
Dignity?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a certain gravitas.
We don't eat bald eagle on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You jive turkey. You jive eagle. Yeah, jive turkey.
Jive Eagle doesn't.
Oh, please, don't say jive turkey again with that little
You
sauce.
jive turkey.
With that little sauce you put on it. That's
A little flavor.
That's just lovely. Okay, point taken. You don't have to look at the Eagles, the pictures of the Eagles that my neighbor took, but you can register to win those really cool Raycon earbuds. So get that done somehow.
Yes.
Go to any of the Bob and Tom social media platforms. They have to find some code word. Is that still going
It's
on?
real easy. Yeah, you get the app, you get the code word, and then you can play the contest.
Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. Now, when we come back, coming up in the next hour, we got comedian Frank Caliendo joining us.
Frankie C.
We have elephants in the news, monkeys in the news,
Otters.
hornets, otters, and
Rear.
and do you have that asparagus story?
I do have that
That is so weird. Oh, and White Claw news.
Yep.
In case you're a fan of the White Claw, they've got something. They've got something new out there, ladies and gents. Be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You can find us on Twitter at Bob and Tom, or you can email us at bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, this is comedian Ron White, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're tuned to Bob and Tom 24/7 on a Friday. That's right, Friday, May 8th. Hope you have some great plans for the weekend, even if it involves staying at home. Maybe you'll get out in the yard and do some work if the weather cooperates in your area. Or you can always just tune into the Bob and Tom app. It's available in your iTunes or Google Play Store. You can tune into your local station, listen to Bob and Tom 24/7, even set an alarm that'll wake you up with the Bob and Tom Show. And the best part, it's free. If you already have it, make sure your friends and neighbors have it as well. It's something to have in your pocket right there on your phone, and it's free. The Bob and Tom app, available in your iTunes or Google Play Store. More of the Bob and Tom Show. Frank Caliendo on the way.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. The U.S. government is poised to report the worst set of job numbers since record-keeping began in 1948. A snapshot of the devastating damage the coronavirus outbreak has inflicted on our economy. The unemployment rate could reach 16% or more. 21 million jobs may have been lost in April. The northeastern United States is about to get a cold spring farewell from winter's bad boy, the polar vortex. Forecasters say that could mean rare May snowfall and record low temperatures to some areas over the Mother's Day weekend. Usually, the polar vortex, a batch of cold air, stays trapped in the Arctic all winter, but a couple times during the season, it wanders south and brings bone-chilling cold and snow to Canada and parts of the United States. This year, that polar vortex stayed put. The East had an unusually mild cold season. I guess we pay for it now. And you'd figure if you played the same lottery numbers for 30 years straight, odds are you'd come up a winner at some point. That wasn't true for a player who Colorado lottery officials identify as Joe B. He didn't win just $1 million Powerball jackpot. He won 2 on the same day. It happened back in late March, and Joe B collected his winnings about a month later. So finally, after 30 years, it paid off. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are 2 of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I worked the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Oh, 9 o'clock at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much.
Talking about movies off the air.
Coming up, comedian Frank Caliendo right now. Christy Lee has an update on the forecast.
Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Your weekend forecast calls for rain this morning. Afternoon sunshine, breezy though, and a high of 55. Tonight's where it gets fun. Freeze warning in effect. Clear skies, 28 for the low. Saturday, plenty of sunshine, will warm up to 58 degrees. And then Sunday, windy with a chance for afternoon rain on Mother's Day and a high of 60. 50 currently.
So you can open your windows. Then you got to close them.
Yeah.
Then you can open them again. And if you're like me and you open some of your windows this spring, it just peeled off all the rubber. And the glass is cracked and there's dry rot at the bottom. Maybe it's time for some new windows. Hey, I'm Tom and I'm Josh.
Well, I'm Josh.
Well, I know, but the last time I tried to, I said, hi, I'm Tom, and you just sat there staring at me like a duck.
Well, you gave me the notion that you didn't want me to speak.
Oh, boy.
Well,
okay. Yeah, like now when you just went ahead and...
When I point, what is going on right now with my friends at Window Nation?
Some terrific things. Right now, you can get a free online virtual quote, valid for 6 months, deferred payment for 2 years. You get 2 free windows with every 2 you buy. No limit on that, chickie. Oh. And 0 down payment and 0 interest for 2 years.
And Window's very important. You have the right window for the right region of the country. They've got just the ones you need for Central Indiana. Window Nation. Go to windownation.com. Once again, virtual quote. It's valid for the next 6 months. Deferred payments for 2 years. 2 free windows for every 2 you buy. So, Josh, if you buy 8, how many do you get?
16.
Okay, good. Just be careful to do the math when you order. That's Window Nation. Windownation.com. I think, as Ace would say, it's time. Thank you very much for joining us. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Right there's the spot. Okay, good. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Some very unusual requests coming. Trying to dig up some obscure Bert Comfort.
Bert Camfort?
Camfort.
The hit maker.
What are you saying?
He said
Camfort.
He said Bert Comfort.
He did.
Sorry, Camfort. Sorry, excuse me. Forgive me for getting that wrong.
What a snot.
We got some White Claw mutant news coming up.
Yep.
We'll hear from Chick McGee from the Communists Are Us Sports Desk, you eagle-hating socialists.
It's not that we hate the Eagles.
We've
just
heard
hate you talking about them.
Enough.
Okay, fine. A lot of people like them. Let's see now. There's Christy Lee over there. I can see her behind the glass. She's in the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom. Yes.
You should take Ace over to see the Eagles later.
Yeah. Well, he can't get in the car with
He
you.
won't let me in the car.
Well, you can follow him.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, yeah, he could follow you.
It's only about a mile away, so it'll take Ace, 2 hours.
Something like that.
Very slow driver.
Yes,
slow driver.
Ace, I know it doesn't necessarily fit, but you really need a low rider because the speed at which you drive. It would
Are
be more
you
quicker.
saying this?
What?
Nothing.
I drive properly. I've never been in an accident.
You drive just as slow as Ace does.
I don't think so.
No, I don't. Ace takes him an hour to get out of the parking lot. Squirrels pass him. The point is, we had a request from Josh. This is a news story. Goes back many years. This was the anniversary of the famous Baby Jessica story. This is when cable news was just starting, and the whole world became focused on this little girl who'd fallen down a well.
Long before we had the 24-hour news cycle. This was,
this was a little recap of it, and you'll see what happens.
Do you remember the dramatic rescue of baby Jessica when she fell down the well? Remember she was 18 months old?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, baby Jessica is a baby no longer. She was married over the weekend.
No kidding.
She is now 19 years old, and she apparently tied the knot Saturday at a rural church outside Midland, Texas. She's 19. Her husband, 32-year-old Daniel Morales.
I bet they're on City Water.
Chick, I forgive you for everything you've ever done.
There you go. See what happened there.
Excellent.
So if you understand how
City Water, baby.
Wells work, don't you cover those up? I think now. It's my understanding that you guys have prepared something special.
Oh, yes.
The fellas and I have put together a little tribute for you, Tom. A little Eagles tribute. If I could hear my boys.
This is because I'm recommending that people look at the pictures of the Eagles in our neighborhood.
Right.
Because I'm an American, and the American Eagle, the great symbol right now, which we need, I think, in our culture. And these living eagles are just around the corner from us, and they're making a comeback in our world, which I think is a great thing. And it also reminds you to while you're looking at the Eagles, check out those Raycon earbuds and join our contest to win some Raycon earbuds. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. So you guys are going to sing an Eagles song? What's going on?
Well, not exactly, Tom. We this is a completely original tune.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, we came up with so as you said, a bunch of people were emailing, texting, making comments on the YouTubes, and
throwing bricks through windows with notes.
We got a lot of messages about about the Eagles and how they felt about how much we're talking about it. So we kind of put their comments into music. For
Okay.
Okay, ready? After 4 here, fellas. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's an eagle in some tree, and Tom won't let it go. Fine to mention Eagles one time, not 7 times per show. Now we have loved your show for ages, and we all love Eagles too. But now we're done with all this bird talk. We'd rather hear about butts and poo.
Well,
that was lovely.
Thank you.
Do you have some butts and poop material, Kristen?
Butts and poop we've already done. You missed that part.
Got this letter, subject heading Eagles. I just want to point out the irony of someone like Josh who believes in Bigfoot bitching about blurry pictures of eagles.
Well,
why is that
It
ironic?
makes sense that the pictures of Bigfoot would be blurry.
These pictures of these eagles are very, very crisp.
I don't know about that. Seemed a little shaky to me.
Seemed out of focus.
Okay, fine. Well, let's get back to
Katharine Hepburn took the photos.
fine. That's an unnecessary swipe.
American
Late
legend.
Katharine Hepburn. Certainly not. Got another obscure request from the world of email. This is from someone working hard right now as a nurse.
Oh, love our nurses. Nurse Appreciation Week right now.
In Chick McGee's neck of the woods, Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, here we go. Franklin County.
Krista would like to hear what she describes as Chick having a breakdown.
Oh,
I don't
I think this involved not talking about Eagles, but perhaps talking about this great piece here.
Hello there.
Hello there from Marty Allen. And perhaps here we go.
Crazy.
I got you.
But no Houston?
No Houston. Not according to this.
Hello there, Houston. Hello there, Houston.
Whatever.
He wants me to stop this. Don't do that. That's irritating. Don't ever make that noise again. I can't make Houston all their noise if you make that noise.
No, yeah. Stop slide whistling. People can't hear Houston and hello there.
Hat box.
We're watching a show breakdown.
June 21st, 2018. June 21st, 2018. Houston. Oh, there. Houston. Oh, there. Houston.
I wish all of a sudden a team of men in white scrubs come in and drag you off while you're just Houston. Hello there.
We're going viral.
Tighten up. Breaking away.
Yeah, and then they inject you. They inject you with something.
1936. The Beatles. That's so. John Kennedy.
As they inject you, it's Houston. Houston. Oh, yeah.
Happy summer solstice, everyone.
There you go. That was
wonderful.
Little summertime love with Chickster.
Almost 2 years.
Wow, I don't remember that being that long or intense.
Oh, you blacked out.
That was. I stand corrected. That was a breakdown. Yeah.
Sullivan, the Beatles.
Yeah, the wrong year, by the way.
Kennedy.
What did I say? 36 or 56?
1936. Yeah. A little early. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's his gripe with it. I had the wrong year. Nothing this century, but.
Okay. Well, do you suppose if Benjamin Franklin had his way and
as president, yes,
and we had the turkey as the national bird,
yeah,
would there have been a band as cool as the Eagles called the Turkeys?
No.
I don't see Joe Walsh. Hey, did you hear the news? Joe Walsh joined the Turkeys.
No.
Awesome.
Turkeys are not nearly as... Don't get the respect that an eagle gets.
And aren't they Eagles? They're not the Eagles, right? Didn't they make a deal about that? A big deal about that?
I think they dropped that after a while. But yeah. Okay. Well, let's get back to the Navy Federal Credit Union newsroom with Miss Christy Lee, who this weekend is having, what's it called? Butt sauce? What's that called?
What?
Yeah, you having a little butt sauce?
No, I'm not doing anything with my butt this
I
weekend.
thought you were doing some kind of butt facial. Wasn't that your little butt
No,
sauce?
you're the one who asked me if I'd ever done a butt mask, and I said
butt
no.
mask, sorry.
Ladle it home.
No. For those of us who have had a little trouble during this pandemic and may have put on a few pounds, White Claw to the rescue. They've announced a lower-calorie hard seltzer in 2 new flavors. White Claw 70 is a 70-calorie version of its alcoholic seltzer drink that comes in the flavors pineapple and clementine.
Oh, my darling.
Yes. A White Claw spokesperson said the
Is
new
clementine
beverage...
a flavor?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like a tangerine.
Yeah,
or tangerine,
yeah, like a cutie. Yeah.
Hey, can I go on record as saying that LaCroix stuff,
Yeah.
whoever distributes that, could they maybe get a little more orange? You ever notice you go to the store and every store you go to, the orange is all gone, but they have...
I don't buy
I don't
that.
notice. I would
No,
never
I
have
never
those
noticed
crappy
it.
flavors.
hate LaCroix. I'd rather drink rainwater out of a tire
Doesn't
swing.
affect
Well,
anyone.
really?
but
We're
you.
completely out of water here, so I've had to drink LaCroix this week, and I don't... Yeah, it's okay, but...
Yeah, my son Willie's working on a new pot strain called Lacronic.
Oh.
But you put LaCroix in the bong, I think.
I don't know how you drink it. It's the only drink that when you drink it, your mouth is drier
Yes.
than before.
Yeah,
I
how does that
agree.
happen?
Because of the carbonation, I would assume.
Delicious. So I'm sorry. So what's the whole deal with White Claw?
A White Claw spokesperson said the new beverage is in response to consumer preferences that are shifting with a global trend towards low and no alcohol by volume. Who are these people? White Claw 70 already available at liquor stores.
Okay.
Now, Pat, I remember you didn't you have a tribute to White Claw
a year and a half ago, I think. Yeah.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, here we go. Drink a White Claw after yoga. Get your nails done. Shapely women, no attachments, usually drink this. Blonde-haired MILFs, online dating, men much younger. Dawn light smiles, here's your black dress, take a lift home. Gals love White Claw, someone got a White Claw tattoo. Cougars in heat, men just stare with their Stellas and drool. Then it goes on from there, but we don't. Wow.
Greatest ending guitar solo in history on that tune.
That's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Great song, Eric Clapton. And a little tribute to Cream. Did you see this thing about Ace? I know that you follow the rock and roll news. See this thing about Brian May from Queen?
What about him?
I saw the headline. I don't know.
Apparently he has... well, here's the headline. It says, Queen's Brian May hospitalized after, quote, ripping butt muscles to shreds while gardening.
Wow.
What the hell?
Well, the same thing happened to Freddie Mercury, but
he wasn't gardening. Well, that's really unnecessarily mean. Yeah, there's a picture of him with his mask on.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's got to be so painful. You take your butt muscles for granted.
Yeah, the gluteus maximus is a very big muscle. Does a lot.
Well, coming up, speaking of gluteus maximus. Oh, wait a minute. That's not nice.
What?
We'll be coming back with... No, that's just not even nice.
No, yeah, he's a giant ass.
No, he's not. He's one of my good friends. The great Frank Caliendo.
Mine too, but he's a
coming up
giant
to the
ass.
show. I want to remind you right now, if during this quarantine time, if parts of your body have been quarantined from you, you'd like to get them back in the realm of getting a response. I'm talking about ED. Maybe Roman is what you need to do. What is Roman? Well, it's a pharmaceutical distributor. If you're dealing with erectile dysfunction issues, here's what you do. You go to getroman.com/wood because they distribute the real stuff, things like Viagra, the stuff that doctors developed over the last 20-plus years. With Roman, you get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your home, and then they'll mail it to you with free 2-day shipping. How much is the free 2-day shipping, Josh?
It's free.
Yes, hence the name. Now, the whole process very simple and straightforward. You'll get hooked up with an American physician and see if you are indeed a candidate for some of these pharmaceuticals. By doing so, well, you'll find out what happens. You go to getroman.com/wood to complete that online visit. Once again, it's getroman.com/wood for that free online visit, free 2-day shipping. Once again, getroman.com/wood. Free visit to get started. It'll be mailed discreetly to your home. It's that simple. Getroman.com/wood. Get part of your life back. Coming up, comedian Frank Caliendo. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Mark Allison with you, rolling through a Friday. It is May 8th, and Frank Caliendo is going to be joining us here, if he hasn't already, about his life in quarantine and his podcast, The Frank Caliendo Cast, right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from the Navy Federal Credit Union Entertainment News Desk. An appeals court in New York has ruled that Jerry Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee was his creation. Quite a blow to a one-time collaborator who helped direct the first episode. Christian Charles claimed he hatched the idea and that he should have a cut of some of the money the show has made since it was bought by Netflix. A lower court had already rejected the claim, and now an appeals court agrees. The song Axl Rose wrote about Don Everly's daughters now being turned into a children's book. Sweet Child O' Mine will come out September 1st. The cover shows a guitarist holding hands with a little girl as they walk through sunflowers. The book is described as a vivid, heartfelt picture book about a child's wondrous discovery that music is everywhere around us. And Katy Perry, an expectant mom, will sing Baby Mine from Dumbo on the second edition of Disney Family Sing-Along, which airs on ABC Sunday, Mother's Day. John Legend and Jennifer Hudson will sing Beauty and the Beast, while Christina Aguilera will help out Miguel on Remember Me. The special features celebrities singing Disney songs from their homes. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
And now, here's your chance to win a pair of wireless Raycon earbuds, just like the ones Chick McGee wears.
What?
That's right, and here's all you need to do. Download the free Bob and Tom app from iTunes or Google Play. Locate the Raycon contest code on the news feed. Enter that code at bobandtom.com/contest, and you're registered to win.
I can't believe I'm saying this. That makes perfect sense.
The Everyday E25 wireless Raycon earbuds, their best earbuds yet, with 6 hours of playtime, seamless Bluetooth pairing, more bass, and a compact design that gives you a nice noise-isolating fit.
You don't understand this because your mind doesn't work in a normal fashion.
Right.
All the details now at bobandtom.com. Thanks to Raycon, Chick McGee,
That's a joke.
and the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chick McGee, and this is my first song. Oh, this is my posse. Hello, ladies. This is a song that's called. Well, no, it's not. It's not called Chick. It's a song that I'm very familiar with. My life as a ladies' man. Oh, I heard that. Yes, yes, yes. Take off your dress. Tell me something I don't know. Nasty tough. Nasty tough. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. He can't get enough. Yeah. Nasty stuff. Nasty stuff.
They're wet, Chick.
I don't know what happened there. Well, you know, I am a badass.
You're a badass.
Stanky? Well, thank you very much. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's very good. I'd give that a right on, brother. Right on. There you go. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I lost you. I don't know what you're trying to say. Can't get enough. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Look at that.
921 Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you, legendary voice of Ace Cosby. We now turn to an equally legendary voice around here. It's Christy Lee with a weather forecast update. It's going to be freezing tonight.
Yes, it is. Beyond freezing. Q95 Fox 59 weather brought to you by CarX. Morning showers break way, and then afternoon sunshine breezy with a high of 55. Tonight, freeze warning. Clear skies, 28 will be the low. Sunshine on Saturday, 58 for our high. And Sunday, Mother's Day, will be a windy one with a chance for afternoon showers and a high of 60. Right now, 50.
Thank you very much, Christy Lee. Coming up next hour, I believe, Crystal, another shot at that $1,000. So you could be like Scott Barrick or Doug Redman, win $1,000. So pay close attention to what's going on here at Q95. Also, I want to mention that we have a little thing going where you could win some of those great Raycon earbuds. Go to bobandtom.com/contest, and you can pretty much figure it out, Josh. Is it fairly simple?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can listen to Crystal on those.
Okay.
Or Crystal Ball
Yes.
by Styx. Or Crystal Blue Persuasion by Tommy James.
Okay, you done?
And the Shondell.
You got any more?
Crystal, I think I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, Crystal Gale. You can listen to some.
Okay. 5 feet tall.
Don't it make my brown eyes?
Crystal Gale, 5 feet tall, and her hair is also 5 feet tall.
Wow.
And her pubes also touch the ground. Very few people know that. It's
Jeez.
very odd look.
Remember, he used to leave that up to the listener. Now he just lays it out there.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. We come to you armed with laughs. unless we've shot them all off. We know. Okay, Ace Cosby is our engineer. Hey. Ace Cosby is also the proprietor of the Ace Cosby, the Ace Cosby observation of the day.
Yeah,
sometimes the joke of the day.
Well,
depending. It's brought to you by Steven Singer Jewelers at IHateStevenSinger.com. Chick McGee, of course, across the way at the CrazyCockWine.com sports desk. Ask your liquor store, hey, would you please get a hold of Crazy Cock Wine for me?
Right.
It's real. Christy Lee, Navy Federal Credit Union News Room. She's got her own room. Mr. Godwin is around the corner where the fudge is made. In the new Fudge studio. How's that going, Pat?
It's going okay.
And let's see now. This is Tom speaking. That's Josh, and I believe we're being joined by is that the coach of the now Las Vegas Raiders?
It sure is.
I can't hear him. I can see him nodding.
I haven't started talking. That's
okay. Well,
you'll know when I'm talking, Tom.
Knock on wood.
Coach John Gruden, it's good to see you.
Yeah, guys. You guys see the Raiders schedule?
I know Chip is
I don't
watching.
care.
Yeah.
Take a look right here. Doing a lot of visual work for a YouTube channel, Tom. Not everybody can get that on the radio, but a lot of people during this whole COVID-19 thing are at home. So I'm giving the visuals. I'm going 150%. A lot of people go 100%. Some people go 110%. I'm going 150%. God, how many percentage points I was doing on my phone, or on my brain by looking at my phone. I'm doing a lot of cross. I'm trying to multitask here, guys.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
And it threw myself off while putting on my reading spectacles.
Yeah, very good.
By the way, don't do anything other than confuse me during a character.
Okay, that's for comedian Frank Caliendo dressed. You got the visor. The Raiders visor, the Raiders shirt,
the hair.
You got your hair combed forward.
I did a post this morning that's going crazy right now.
I'm sorry, who's speaking?
That's Frank Caliendo.
Dear Bob and Tom, my least favorite employee. Hey man, I got to do a lot of things. That's a thing. Oh, I forgot that I have headphones on and I can't. I didn't take a shower this morning, so it's early here. So I didn't take a shower. So I thought, what's the best way to not worry about that? Throw on a wig. And who doesn't just do something like that? But I have the Robert Downey Jr. spectacles. I could do this.
That's great.
Robert Downey Gruden, do me a favor. Okay. Don't throw any interceptions. They're killing us, Eric. That makes sense. I've got the, I can go all the way. Oh, there goes my head.
Ooh.
That really was a wig.
Yeah.
I thought you just combed it forward.
Oh, dear heavens.
Well, his hair's not that blonde, Tom.
Now he's got on
I can go Bruce Arians for you guys.
Oh, there you go.
Is that the Kangol hat?
Uh-huh. Yeah, he doesn't. It's not actually Kangol,
but it's that
it
style,
is his.
It's kind of a beret.
Kind of a cabbie hat.
Like a British.
It's for the Bruce Arians Foundation, actually. Oh. Now here's the problem: is a lot. It's a great foundation. But I gotta keep myself from swearing because that's all I do is I'm talking about daddy. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna lose. We booze, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So I gotta throw it. The post I sent out this morning, I had to bleep it a whole bunch. But I'm thinking this might be my new look. So
yeah. Now, Frank, I can't notice you've got the official radio walls behind you. The sonically correct.
The egg
walls.
crates. We used to call them egg crates.
That's nice.
I got that. This is my office. So I didn't finish it. There's some some of my leftover wardrobe that from the Instagram posts and stuff that I did. Or actually, I only put it on Twitter so far. So
well, we're watching you on YouTube, and you look good, and you look like you've lost a lot of weight. You doing all right?
I'm trying to lose more weight again. I looked at some stuff from me about 3 years ago, and I was in such this sounds like I'm bloated. I'm bloating right now, but like I'm gloating a little bit. But I looked 3 years ago. I was a handsome devil, and I gained a bunch of weight back. I'm like, I got to get back to that so Michelle can be jealous.
Oh,
hey, that's when she wants me the most, is when I'm looking good and she's worried that there's a chance that I might take off. Right now, as I get heavier and heavier, she's like, he's going nowhere. He's got a little bit of cuteness.
Yeah, well, no,
but if I get better looking, it's immediate. It's like this. She's like, you're looking really good. I go, that's weird because Tom always says that.
yeah, and that kind of kills the mood. Frank Caliendo is our guest. Frank, you really can't go anywhere. You're in Phoenix, Arizona right now, and obviously everything's kind of quarantined. So
I was surprised to hear from you. No plugs.
Oh,
I didn't know why you would bother.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Man.
You know what?
Poor Frank.
Here's what I don't like about Josh Arnold.
Okay, you got time.
Here's what I like the least. He's honest.
Now,
no, I can plug. I got at Frank Caliendo. I got the Caliendo Cast podcast. I got all kinds of stuff I can plug. Take a look at that post. I talked to Chris this morning, and I think he may have retweeted it for the show.
What's it about again?
It's NFL head coaches when they get their schedules. So Gruden's looking at his schedule. He's like, win, buy, win.
Sounds right.
Yeah, that's the way Ace does it. Yeah.
Now I'll ask Ace this. And Frank was kind enough because Frank does know the coach, of course, of the former Oakland Raiders. He got you a nice signed thing. Is the Las Vegas Raiders gear yet available?
I saw some hats. Yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
And is it distinctly different than it was when it was?
You
in
got
Oakland?
Frank hats.
Buy him a hat, Tom.
Wow.
So is that available online right now?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Well,
I was supposed to do a tour of that new stadium, but right before everything started happening, I was set up to go do a thing for the alumni, the Raiders alumni. It might be postponed. I don't know. I don't understand what anything is anymore. So. But I was supposed to do that. And Gruden was one of the guys that texted me about a week into quarantine. He's like, "You doing okay, man?
Oh,
all right.
Yeah,
I'm okay. How's Ace? Knock on wood if you're lying."
That's so nice. I was thinking about you the other day, Frank. I was just watching some snippets of Caddyshack. And I just love the fact that one of our favorite newsmen from the Mary Tyler Moore Show actually shows up with a principal role in Caddyshack.
Yes, yeah.
But apparently that wasn't the original. I guess the original script was much more about the caddies. And when the studio got a hold of the movie and they made it all about the stars. Did you know that?
Well, you know that movie was panned critically, like destroyed.
Right.
Like people it might have been Siskel and Ebert called it the worst movie ever. Type of deal. So it's amazing because it still holds up and is fun. I think
totally fun.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
It's one of those movies that you can watch. Although I try and watch things with my son, and he won't have it. He's like, "This is Stripes." No, Dad. Not anything that I see as classic Ghostbusters. Dad, the graphics are awful. They're not graphics. And just try. Then I make him sit down and watch the original Clash of the Titans, where they're Bubo the Owl or whatever his name is.
Does he even know who Ted Knight is?
No. Have I told you the story about him walking into the kitchen one morning and going, "My Madden's not real good, Dad"? I was like, "What?" "Oh, what are you talking about?" He's like, "My Madden." Like, what does that even mean? He goes, "My Madden voice." Like I'm the idiot in that situation. I was like, "Okay." And then he goes, "Here's a guy." I'm like, "No, that's actually very good." I don't know why a 15-year-old kid would need that ever. It's
he's probably going to kill it on the online games.
Yeah. I've got some friends that keep asking me to do some of the, I did years ago, Grand Theft Auto, like not the actual for the game, but it was one of the things on my show that they wouldn't let us do the real game. So we did John Madden doing color for Grand Theft Auto, and like, he just shot a hooker. Boom! I mean, he's going to steal that car now. I think I even did that on Letterman. And Letterman's like, hey, don't know if you could say that, but you just did. You just did. Paul, no idea, Dave. Loving it, though. Loving it.
No idea.
No, Frank, are you watching Tiger King at all?
I did. Are you guys into it?
I couldn't get through. I watched just enough to being, wow, this is horrible, bunch of horrible people.
Yeah, I watched it for this. Here's the thing, guys, is, as a person who does a lot of impressions, known for impressions, I thought, hey, here's an impression to do. And suddenly everyone on the internet was doing it to the point where I'm just going to be another person doing an okay
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic, yeah. So I kind of just then I thought about doing Carol Baskin, and which was just a wig. but yeah, I just kind of let it go. It's so weird now. Nicolas Cage, I am Joe Exotic.
That was good.
That's very good.
I do voices.
Well, they're not. I mean, let's be frank. They're not all good.
Okay, thanks, Josh Arnold II. I remember when Tom used to blow me, like he used to bring me up.
Hey, we got to get you on the show somehow.
That would explain some things. Yeah.
Bloviate.
I said I caught. Oh boy!
Now, of course,
why am I smiling?
The NFL draft just took place, and that's one of my favorite voices that you do. Although it's somewhat obscure, it really kind of only comes around once a year. The expert analyst, the man who knows as much about the NFL draft as most of the coaches and player personnel people, of course, is
Mel Kiper Jr. I'm not sure if you couldn't get the name. That's like Caliendo usually has a problem with, can't remember names. He relies on somebody else to become the segue. And we're talking about a guy. Here's the thing about it. When you're an NFL draft expert, you only need to get 2% right. A weatherman on television gets 3%. That tells you how good you have to be to do what you do. Just live in a basement, take a look at his stats. Chick is nodding. He knows exactly. Take a look at his Redskins. What's going to happen there? We're looking at a new coach. Everything going fine.
Oh my God!
He's gonna blow up. Now, are you going to be doing some?
Hold on a second. I'm seeing stars.
Our guest is Frank Caliendo, who is behind a number of webcasts. Is the best way to find this just go to your website?
Yeah, CaliendoCast.com we just had Hvac is going to be on next week. We just had Major Garrett, the senior correspondent, CBS correspondent. He told us this, and I stay away from the politics of anything, but it was really amazing to hear some of the inside stuff at the White House, how Donald Trump calls on people and members of the press. He will actually swirl the finger and go, "It's you." We were like, "Is that really?" He's like, "Oh yeah, watch it." Okay, here we go. Boom.
Yeah, I like Major Garrett. He always looks like he's being choked by his own collar.
I will tell you this.
Next time you see him, look at that. It looks like his collar is so tight in his ties.
Seem comfortable.
He's a very handsome guy.
As the most unbiased. I mean, everybody has a little bit of bias, but I love his reporting because we get into a whole bunch of that stuff, and while being silly at the same time. We talk about how hard that is to try and be, unbiased in this world, and he does a really great job. And it's one of those episodes where I learned a lot. I was sitting there going, "Geez, I didn't know this. I didn't know." He's actually the one who got me into the White House. I got into the White House years ago, and got to walk around. And Donald Trump was in the Oval Office at the time, and I almost thought about going, "Okay, could somebody bring me a Dr. Pepper? Somebody who can do my voice."
Well, Frank, it's always a great pleasure. The great Frank Caliendo. Can we talk again next week, Frank?
Absolutely. I don't have this much stuff, but I might have more wigs.
Yeah, you can run. Maybe you can work in that Ted Knight for me.
Yeah, we miss you, man. It's good to see you.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Appreciate everything.
Bye, Frank.
Thank you very much. The great Frank Caliendo. God, he's fantastic. And his Gruden is unbelievable. And on Frank's website, there's a video of Mr. Gruden with Mr. Caliendo that's incredibly funny.
Yes, yeah.
He out-Grudens Gruden. But right now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show features this announcement. Is this from Josh?
It sure is. Omaha Steaks. Look, we're all staying at home. Well, now there's never been a better time to stock up on Omaha Steaks. They'll deliver the world's best steaks and a huge variety of family favorites without you having to leave home. Right now, the Omaha Steaks limited time stock-up sale is available for Bob and Tom Show listeners.
Whoa. I need to stock up. What's in that?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Well, go to omahasteaks.com. First off, enter the code BTS. You're going to find that you'll get 50% on your order and free shipping on orders of $69 or more. And here's what that stock-up sale includes.
Okay.
World-famous Omaha steaks, premium poultry and pork, tasty, easy-to-make side dishes, no-work family meals. You're already doing a ton of work.
Yeah.
Teaching, cleaning.
Right.
You want these family meals. They're for your slow cooker, oven. Skillet meals ready in 15 minutes or less. Artisan desserts, much, much more. Right now, stock-up boxes, they're ready to ship. Save big, plus shipments of $69 or more get free shipping. And your Omaha Steaks order delivers guaranteed quality. And here's the key, safety with every order. There's never been a better time to stock up on Omaha Steaks. The stock-up sale. Visit omahasteaks.com, put BTS in the search bar, and you can save more than 50% on your order and get free shipping. How much is that shipping, Josh? It's free on orders of $69 or more.
How much is the shipping, Josh?
It's free.
On orders of $69. Okay, got it.
Right.
omahasteaks.com. BTS.
Thank you very much. You ain't seen nothing yet. Oh, that was BTO.
That was BTO.
BTS. Omaha Steak, just in time, too.
Exactly.
Get some meat.
I know Christy made burgers last week.
Yeah, I'm doing hot
Me
dogs
too.
this weekend.
I did the Pick 7 when I went to Omaha Steak. You pick 7 different meats and
oh, it's awesome.
Put them all together. It's great.
Sounds like a poker game.
Great
Sounds like the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you do win.
Can I win some steaks? Cool. Omaha Steaks, thank you very much. Coming right back. I don't know. Can we squeeze in the elephants, the monkeys, or the llamas? I don't know. We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Everything about the show is at bobandtom.com. Check it out now. State law.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Don't forget the laughter after the Bob and Tom Show. We call it Bob and Tom's Work Farce. Ace Cosby, your host. That's right, joke of the day guy. All the fun without really that much effort. Keep your smile going all day long and keep your family guessing what you're up to as you listen this Friday with us right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee from the CrazyCockwine.com Sports Desk, and this is your Bob and Tom Sports Update. The NFL's annual kickoff game will feature the Kansas City Chiefs' defense of their Super Bowl championship by hosting the Houston Texans on September 10th. That's, of course, pending developments in the pandemic. The Texans won a regular season game at Arrowhead in 2019 and then blew that 24-0 lead in the divisional round of the playoffs as the Chiefs went on to be Super Bowl champions. Canadian Football League Commissioner Randy Ambrosie says the most likely scenario is to cancel the Canadian Football League season because of the virus. Ambrosie made the admission yesterday to lawmakers in Ottawa. Last week, the CFL requested up to $150 million Canadian in assistance from the federal government. Ambrosie said the league's future is very much in jeopardy. And the lawyer for the wife of Baltimore Ravens safety Earl Thomas says she's being subjected to an unfounded ongoing investigation by Texas police after she allegedly pointed a loaded gun at her husband's head upon finding him in bed in a compromising position with another woman. According to a police affidavit, Nina Thomas admitted to pointing the pistol at Earl's head with the intent to scare him. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I own a 3-foot ruler.
Oh.
Wow.
Got it at a yard sale.
Makes sense.
That's almost not worth the energy to laugh at.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Okay, everybody. Hey, ladies, you ready?
Ready, Tom.
Okay, great. Chick, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, Tom. Mr. Griswold.
Thanks. Chick McGee Experience, take one.
Hello, everybody. I'm Chick McGee, and this is my band, the Chick McGee Experience. Hello, ladies.
Hello, Mr. McGee.
Oh, please, girls. After last night, I'd prefer it if you call me Chick.
What? How are you talking about that?
Never mind. Since I topped the charts with my last hit single, I've had a few problems, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my cardiologist. Sure, I've been in and out of the hospital, and I've had more than one surgical procedure, but let me assure you, when it comes to the chickster getting down with the ladies, I have never had a problem in that area. All right, everybody. Stand back. Time to get ready. Let's get funky. Get freaky. You know that I love to sing about that stuff so sweet and nasty. But since I did my last record, I've had the occasional angioplasty. Now, ladies, don't you be concerned. There's no need for mass hysteria. Because when it comes to getting putty, I've never had a problem in that area.
Chick, you are a nasty boy. Bring the ladies lots of joy. Biggest stuff we've ever seen. Chick, you are a sex machine.
Give me a whiff. Right on. Solid. Still stanky. Sure, there was some downtime when I had my operation. But now all the ladies are satisfied. Because the old chickster's back in circulation. I admit that I was frightened. Facing death is bound to scare you. But when it comes to breaking off a little something, I have never had a problem in that area.
No one loves the way he can. He's a sexual superman. Always does the ladies right. He can keep it up all night.
Give me some sugar. Shaniqua. Reaching. Groping.
Wow.
Probing.
9:45 at Q95. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee has the forecast.
Q95, Fox 59, weekend weather, morning showers, afternoon sun, breezy today, high 55. Freeze warning overnight, down to 28. Sunshine, 58 on Saturday. Chance for afternoon showers on Mother's Day, Sunday, with a high of 60 degrees. Currently 48.
Thank you very much. Once again, really chilly tonight, huh?
Yeah.
But a couple good days this weekend, it looks like. At least a little bit of something worth enjoying on a great Mother's Day. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Let's see now. We have a bunch of stuff to go over here, including a quick history lesson. But first, I'll introduce everybody. Around the corner where the fudge is made, it's the new Pat Godwin is literally around the corner in this room in a different in this building, in a different building actually.
Across from the men's
Good to
room.
see you, Pat. I can see you on the big TV screen over there.
Nice to be here. Nice to see you.
Okay. Let's see. There's Ace. There's Chick. There's Josh. I'm Tom. That's Christy Lee. Christy is behind the glass in the Navy Federal Credit Union news desk. And when that phone just rang a few minutes ago, that was the track phone hotline. It's always great to take care of it with our track phone. Now, a couple things I wanted to get to here. We'll get to some of these other stories coming up on Monday. I guess we've got the horrible story about all this beer that has to be dumped.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not consumed?
Yeah.
No.
Are there some volunteers out there?
I don't know. We'll have to find out more about
Where
that.
my beer drinkers
But right
at?
now, it's time to review what happened on History Today.
Leonard?
Leonard. Hey.
Leonard.
Today
Oh, he's back.
History.
Very strange.
1877.
Marked down
going
from
way back.
19.
This you're going to be really surprised when you hear what this was.
What?
The first 1877.
Right.
The first Westminster Dog Show.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Which is still great. It's the only.
I wonder how many dogs they had there.
I don't know.
How many breeds were represented?
Only 12.
Oh, okay.
I mean, 12 total dogs.
Oh.
There are only 3 breeds.
It's one of the only fashion shows where the models poop on the runway occasionally.
Yeah?
I would hope.
Yeah, I would hope too.
I'm sure there's a lot of backstage barfing. But
There was that Fashion Week, Dark Paris, I think it was. That's the way they refer to it. And,
okay.
A lot of vomiting, a lot of diarrhea.
Now, Pat, you're going to like this next one.
Why?
Because in 1976, do you know what the #1 song in the United States was?
Kung Fu Fighting? Cats in the Cradle?
That would have been earlier. No.
Love Will Keep Us Together.
Nope.
Captain and Tennille.
#1 song in America was the theme to the television show Welcome Back, Kotter.
Oh, yeah, John Sebastian, yeah.
Didn't you recently do a Welcome Back, Kotter tribute?
Yeah, we had the Welcome Mat story that we did.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
That, of course, television show starred. Do you remember, Josh?
Sure, Gabe
Kaplan.
Kaplan, John Travolta, a few others.
Horseshack.
Yeah, what was his name?
I don't know. Ron
something.
Palillo,
or something.
Marsha Strassman,
Yeah.
who's also on MASH.
Yeah.
Ron was
John.
also in Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
He was in that famous boxing match.
Oh, celebrity boxing.
Remember
Yeah.
that celebrity boxing? And he just got,
Horseshack?
Here it
yeah,
comes.
he just got tortured. He was just
There we
beaten
go.
to a pulp. It was like a hate crime.
There it is. There it is.
On this date in 2010, Betty White becomes the oldest person to host Saturday Night Live.
Not the oldest person ever?
No, boy, she's terrific.
She's still around.
That goes without saying. What an
Yeah.
American treasure.
Now, let's move on to birthdays, shall we, Christy?
Sure.
By the way, I was talking to someone yesterday. I think that blowing out the candles at a birthday party may be a thing of the past forever.
You
I
think
saw
so?
someone on social media doing it yesterday, but it was one candle.
But still.
Yeah,
I know, but
they're going, yeah, okay. Well, break open a book. Read about how this works. On this date in 1884, Harry Truman was born.
America needs you, Harry Truman.
like I'm watching Chicago all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, the great Robert Johnson, born on this date in 1911.
Who's Robert Johnson?
Deal with the devil.
Most of the music you like, Christy, is
Oh, that
descends
Robert
from the great
Johnson.
Robert.
Okay, sure.
The great Robert Johnson.
Yeah.
One of the funniest people ever on earth, Don Rickles, born on this date in 1926.
Yeah, you hockey puck.
Famous to a certain generation as Mr. Potato Head.
Sure, yeah.
And
Mr.
then,
Warmth, they call him also. I love
and then this is an audio birthday. This is, I'm going to see if you can guess whose birthday this is. Josh.
Gary Glitter.
That's right.
Now, is there a rock and roll part 1?
Yes.
Yes, I don't think it's as good as this.
Okay.
That was, it is a huge thing, played at games. It had a
Well, I don't think they play it anymore.
rough spot there.
Yeah, there was a.
They might play it in Thailand.
There was a
They play in Bangkok.
I think he's on a
Vietnam.
stamp in Thailand.
Yeah, to answer your question, that part 2 is the more famous one. Part 1 is like the first 4 Mambos.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Like
That was
Mambo,
good.
Mambo number 5.
Oh,
It's the one that
really
hits.
everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Hit a stride there.
Yeah. Or the Pink Floyd song, "The First Brick on the Wall."
Well, those are part
Another brick in the wall.
Another brick in the wall part.
Okay,
1
that's the
through
one
5,
that really,
I think.
that really sticks. Happy birthday to friend of the show, Alex Van Halen. And time now to review what we learned on today's show.
Time now for Things We Learned, brought to you by Granger. The products keep your facility running is what Granger does best. For 90 years, visit Granger.com for whatever you need and whenever you need it. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, we're looking for a new theme for Chick McGee for his new phrase. We have this.
How about ya?
How about you's going to be hard to beat.
How about you?
How about ya?
How about you?
Chick, how about you?
How about you? How about you? How about you? Bum, bum, bum.
How about ya?
Bum, bum, bum.
How about ya?
How about you? How about you? My catchphrase should be.
How about ya?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's lovely.
Okay, thank you very much.
And Pat came up with a theme, too. But
Yeah. Which we'll play Monday.
yes, we will. I just realized.
I'll be more prepared.
Josh, talks on and on about his bird feeder. I mentioned eagles once, and he loses his mind. Don't forget to look at the pictures of the eagles on our websites and our various social media.
Shut up.
And while you're there, register to win those Raycon earbuds. Okay, that'll be fun. Let's see. Tampa Bay, 5 primetime NFL games.
Yep.
Tom Brady gets the people watching. And Pat Godwin has the hots for a grocery store worker, but she's always wearing a mask. He's not sure what's under that mask.
Not sure. I'm going to find out, though.
Could be a goatee.
Okay.
An Adam's apple, perhaps.
Okay. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Win a free pair of wireless Raycon earbuds. Just locate the Raycon contest code in the Bob and Tom app on the newsfeed. Then enter it at bobandtom.com/contest. This is the Bob and Tom Show.